games like this, we woke up. You ready? Let's go, baby. 5 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The Bills have won each of the last 7 meetings with the Dolphins.
The Dolphins feel extremely confident after that huge fourth-quarter comeback in Baltimore last week.
The visiting team is cooking in the direct sunlight.
And away we go from South Florida.
Third down.
Hard Rock Stadium, everybody go get your grills, man. Time to cook. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go, cooking buffalo. Let's go. Fresh up off the wind, we was down but made it back. Purple smoke up in the air, that's that Raven pack. We was mad, disappointed in the first half. Came back and cleaned them up, that's the bird bath. Moving on now, team feeling strong now. Two time the anthem, we're about to learn the song now. We got cheetah, defense beater. Slow them down, ain't got a chance. 17 through the scene, hit them with that water dance. Anyway, defense straight, got our stockpiling. We gon' dig a big hole for him and Josh Allen. We'll celebrate this week, but Sunday we are not smiling. Get your grills and make them hot. Flame them like that yellow light. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end. And we COOK, cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end. And we COOK, cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go, cooking buffalo. Let's go, cooking buffalo. Let's go, cooking buffalo. Let's go, cooking buffalo.
Hey, man, McDaniels, he's gonna need a wheelbarrow, man, for his nuts to carry around, man. He got a lot of cocoa on it, you know what I'm saying?
Miami, Florida, Dade County, 305. Yeah. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we bout to make a sting. 305 Miami, we bout to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we bout to make a sting. 305 Miami, we bout to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. Jalen Waddle with the catch, to a throw it, go fast. Big Mike with the round, O-line looking style. Miles G with the run, South Beach having fun. Other team gonna lose, don't care who boos. 305 is the place to be. If you don't believe me, just wait and see. Don't care what people really gotta say. Ride till I die, fins up every day. We winning the game, we going to a party. Spitting on the beat like Playboy Cardi. Gonna take a pic with Waddle. Gotta celebrate with the bottle. Dolphins about to win the dang ring. Ground and shine, bling bling. Don't give a what, look if you buck. Your team is so trash and they really just suck. His squad. Miami Dolphins, my squad. Aqua and orange on me every day. Shawty really about to be my bae. I'm always repping the 305. If you hate to leave, you can say goodbye. At the end of the day, Miami with the dub. After the game, I'll see you in the club. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast.
Hit squad representative. Big beats, we eat squads up for dinner. Legendary team, better watch how you approach it. If you can't swim, get tossed in the ocean. Get lost in the ocean. Bad attitude, we be causing commotion. They ain't kind of boy, one claim South Beach. When the South Florida sports so low, the mouthpiece. MIAMIDWA, that's the way I vibe. Throw fins up, that's the way we ride. All around the globe, Dolphins worldwide. When I click with JB, then you know we made heat. Lead teams in the dark like it's new EP. Fans out of this world, we the new ET. Defense doing magic, make your QB sleep. When we hit the field, then we get into the grind. Hit that touchdown song, then we get into the shine. Working every day so we can get back to the prime. If you check your clock, you can see it's 2 a time. Even if it ain't ticking, then the fans still there. Screaming out loud with our hands in the air. You either got a full cup or a can in the air. Win the Super Bowl, that's the plan this year. Yeah.
Gulf Gulf side of Florida, they said it want a ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 3 from Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bam and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it want a ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 3 from Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bam and he's so stupid fast. MCJB.
The whole city rising. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. Two a time, two a time. Time to grind, time to shine. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time. Time to grind, time to shine. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time. My intuition told me this. To trust the coach, he holds a gift. He knowin' when to go with fits, so he knowin' when to switch. This year we got the golden pick. Time to see what that pick bout. Bad vibes get sent out. Only fans up in this house. We been waiting, yeah, we been patient. Now it's time to cash out, no discount. Super Bowl, yeah, we en route. I don't know when, but it's close. I don't wanna overhype, but I just know I like it. So excited, you gon' notice now. You should notarize it. They say 2 or from that rock. Shout out to Samoa and Islands. Time to lay the smack down. You think he Dwayne Johnson? Time to be the people's champ. Hit him with the people's elbows. Stick together like it's Velcro. You think you could stop us? Hell no. All day I dream about sports. I think I need some Chateau custom with some Dolphins colors, just to let them know we here. Yeah, I know the whole city rising. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. Two a time, two a time. Time to grind, time to shine. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time. Time to grind, time to shine. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time.
Two a time, two a time. Really hope he the man. Hope we found us a gem, like the Heat found Bam. Wanna take time to thank Fitz, cause he put on a show. But the young man up, in the whole city know. Time to catch all the blessings, cash out on investments. Ball out, don't choke. Fins want all the smoke.
Falling down on the sideline.
Help is on the way.
Telling the fans, help is on the way.
808 touchdown.
MCJB.
Hey, Khalid, slap that boot.
DJ Flair, make the money flare.
Going crazy about the fiends, so we really battle win. Jalen Waddle too fast, he Mozart with the dash. Clocking in it's 2 a time, I was running through the line. 305 all day, ready now we gonna play. Spitting on the beat, you better watch out for the fins. We going to the Super Bowl and really gonna win. 3 from Miami, Dolphins here to stay. Best be ready cause we not just here to play. Cheater with the catch, do it, throw it, go fetch. Big Mike with the route, old line looking stout. Aqua orange all day, 305 every day. Fins up, have a blast, defense, make them crash. 2 with the ball, wide receiver gonna catch it. Jalen with the touchdown, Waddle with it. Baker with the hit stick, like he had a mind. Byron X, you know they both clamp God. Fins up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Phinsaholics Show. I'm your host, Batman2423 in the house. Much love, everybody. Hit the like button as you come into the building. We got 20 in the room right now. Let's know YouTube know that we cooking. Batman's back, taking a month off, man. Had to deal with a couple things, but shout out to everybody in the comment section. Much appreciated much love and appreciation to everybody, man. A lot transpired in the last month, man. Obviously, trying to take care of my personal life, trying to take care of some things that I've been going through, and obviously some family stuff. So been dealing with a lot. But nonetheless, man, I'm back, man. I was trying, like, for those of you that have seen me on Twitter, like I haven't been on Twitter as much. It's been a little bit back and forth as far as me wanting to do Dolphin stuff, continue. Like, it was just a lot going on in the last month, to say the least. Obviously, my love and passion is talking about the Dolphins, man. Y'all know me. If you know me personally, if you know me just on a YouTube level, everybody knows me. I love the Dolphins, man. We talk about the Fins, every time we have the opportunity to do so. So I will always have that in the back of my head. But yeah, nonetheless, like, I had to take a step back for myself and evaluate a couple things in my life, and obviously, trying to better myself, be a better person, and obviously, trying to take care of the pops, that's just what it is. We all family. Y'all my family. I got family as well. So, it's been difficult. Not gonna lie, to say the least. It's been very, 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 very difficult. But nonetheless, we're here, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. We got Dolphins football back this week, man. So it's a fresh breath of fresh air. But yeah, man, I'm really grateful to be back. Shout out to the homie MCJB. Listen, a lot of people, and I want to say, first off, I want to say God bless everybody. My birthday was 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago, half a week ago, something like that. And I didn't want to celebrate it, didn't want to do nothing, didn't want to do much, but I appreciate everybody that reached out, whether it was through text, Twitter. I was overwhelmed. That was awesome. I think it was like over like 400 people wishing me a happy birthday. So I appreciate everybody, and shout out to Big E, man, for making that happen. But yeah, man, much love. And if I haven't responded to a text message, or a DM, I apologize. Again, like I said, I've been going through a lot, been handling a lot of things. And it's not me not wanting to, it's just like me not wanting to speak to a lot of people. So I apologize. But again, I'm grateful for everybody actually reaching out and showing much love. I mean, it means a lot to me. It does. It means a lot to me. But yeah, we got some Dolphins football, ladies and gentlemen. Dolphins actually hit the field today. As you see the thumbnail in the front, we are going to open it up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to open it up real soon. I'm going to drop the link. We're going to jump on here. We got no rules. We got no restrictions. We got no regulations. We got no timeouts. We don't, there ain't no curse jar. You can say whatever you want whenever you speak, as long as, you try to be respectful to others as much as you can, as best as you can. As y'all know, obviously we don't do, we're not letting fans from other teams come on here, except for the homie Q. That's the homie, because, a lot of respect. He shows respect within the community. Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth that's been going on through the community, especially a lot of the ladies we have in the community, and people from other fan bases just coming out here and bashing. Then they apologize, but you still continue. A lot of the things have transpired with, Stephen D, where, people don't like what he's doing. At the end of the day, if you're a content creator and you choose to do something some way, I don't think it's for someone to come onto your channel and try to dictate how you run your channel. Stephen D is doing what he's supposed to do, and that's what he wants to do, and we support him. We all watch the channel, we tune in, because that is the homie at the end of the day, and he does the great work. He's does Dolphins content, has been doing it for years for us, and we appreciate when he comes in the morning. And again, I'm not trying to discredit anybody, because everybody's great at what they do, and I appreciate everybody, like Miss Fins, TFTG, all the guys that they got, man. They're building up a network, man. That's what's up, and that's that's the dream. So much love to everybody. I see the homie CB83 in the house as well. Before we get into everything, ladies and gentlemen, what transpired today, because like I said, Dolphins hit the field yesterday. We were able to get some media from Xavier Howard. We're not going to get into that, because I'm sure most of y'all have already heard the interviews from yesterday. Obviously, the talk of the town today is the tattoo sleeve Tua, completely finished via the offseason. So that is awesome. Not going to lie, looks pretty dope, looks sick. I know a lot of people, they don't care, and it's fine. Everybody's entitled to what they want, as far as how the tattoo looks, but I think it was badass. Not gonna lie, it looks sick. But yeah, we've been working. MCJB, obviously, as y'all know, he dropped a track with the homie Vince, featuring Vince. It's called "Run It Back." I had the pleasure to putting a video, a picture video quality for you guys. MCJB uploaded it up on his StreamYard. I mean, up is on his YouTube. I uploaded it yesterday. So if you can, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button on that video. We're trying to get that video to go viral. We're trying to get it to the hands of the Miami Dolphins so it could be the official song for the Miami Dolphins season and going forward. I mean, MCJB and Vince killed it. I listen, once that drops, I mean, MCJB has it on YouTube. Once it hits iTunes, it's gonna be a whole nother ball game. And I think everybody's in for a treat. But yeah, let me go ahead and share the video real quick with y'all. Please, I'm gonna play it on screen, but when the show is over, ladies and gentlemen, make sure just jump on the YouTube side. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you could hear it. I want everybody to make sure that you can hear it. But yeah, hit the YouTube side, and yeah, we'll go from there. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go.
Season, let's go. Y'all ready? Yeah. MCJB. Last year we was one and done. It's a new year, gonna be fun. Two a time, he be on the ground like the Florida sun. You know we gonna shine. Jalen Water go to catch the ball. Then he break an ankle, make a plays fall. A-chain like the A-train, gonna run you over like a bang bang. Hands up, you know they put it on the show. 305 on Miami, the home. Other teams they be talking the talk all day. We defended the rock. New year we running it back. Super Bowl year we bringing it back. Dolphin Nation, it's a new team. We got Fangio with the new scheme. Legion of Zoom in the 305. This year we gonna be fast. Speaking the truth, I ain't telling a lie. Fins up till the day that I die. Every day I bleed aqua and orange. Heating up like I'm feeling the lava. JB and I'm repping the fins all day cause we gonna win. Young Bucks got something to tell you. 7-2 was on top of the game. Cat Thomas number 54 from the 305 to the Hall of Fame. New season, it's a new year. Miami, they ain't gonna win it all. Cheetah man with the water, they so fast, it's time to ball.
And this is just the starter. You haven't met the fall unless you played the Dolphins. That means you lost it all. That means your time is off. That means you're falling off. That means you've met the winner. I call them to or fro. Some of y'all win it and some of y'all buzzing. But really this year, none of that means nothing. Ramsey with the pick and Howard mean mugging. On the pick 6, we got 7, you got nothing. On the bigger scale, we're the only undefeated team. We make records, y'all chasing dreams. You chasing us, there is no other team. I'm talking 72, there is no 73. I'm flowing with JB, I won't forget MC. That means the mic controller, they ain't controlling me. 2023, Fins gonna win it all. Like a running back, they're running back for y'all.
Last year we was one and done, it's a new year, gonna be fun. Two a time, he be on the ground like the Florida sun, you know we gonna shine. Jalen Water gonna catch the ball, then breaking ankles, make a plays fall. A-chain like the A-train, gonna run you over like a bang bang. Years ago we was down bad, but this year we picking it up. Love my fans and I love my team, right to that, it's fins up. Last year we was one and done, but this year it's Super Bowl. Gonna make it and we gonna win it, cause that's the plan and that's the goal. Fins up to my life finish, said it proud cause I really meant it. Other teams ain't got the speed, but it's all good, we got the schemes. This year we going far, aqua orange painted on my car. Other teams better watch out cause the Miami Dolphins gonna ball out. Yo!
MCJB killed it, man. And shout out to MC and Vince, man. MCJB and Vince, man. They put a classic, ladies and gentlemen, on the table for us Fins fans and Fins Nation and Fins Up, everybody. So yeah, hit like, subscribe, make sure you spread the word, man. That song is amazing. They put in a lot of good work on it. And again, we're gonna keep everybody updated when we're gonna film that music video. We are gonna be doing it at a tailgate. I know I'll let MCJB get a little bit into that as far as when we're scheduling to try to film that music video at the tailgate, at the Dolphins tailgate. But it's gonna be crazy. Again, if you want to be a part of the music video, as y'all seen how Solo D does his music videos, and sometimes we're in the parking lot, everybody's tailgating, having a great time, waiting for the game to start. That's exactly how we're gonna kick it, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna film the music video. MCJB is gonna be out there, man. We're gonna have a blast, and I want try to get as much Dolphin fans if you can make it down to South Florida for the tailgate. Again, I'm gonna let MC get into the details of that, but we're gonna get into it now. That being said, let's go a little bit into what obviously the thumbnail, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everybody coming in little by little, so I appreciate everybody. Let's get into the conversation of the Tua tattoo. I'm gonna get into the Tyreek video. Obviously, the Tyreek video came out. It has been released, and basically everything has been settled on that end. Let me do it in order. Let's go into order. Let's start with the Tyreek video. For those of you who have not seen it, again, ladies and gentlemen, they have been able to resolve the issue, Tyreek and the gentleman, but the video has been released within the last hour and a half. So I'm gonna play the video, and I'm gonna see if y'all determine if that was enough. Because listen, we heard some people in this fan base that Tyreek's going to prison, he's going to jail. What if he killed the guy? We've heard it all. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to call out anybody by name, but I've heard it all. And some of the stuff, listen, at the end of the day, we all said, let's wait for the facts. Let's wait for the video. Let's wait for what happens. Again, the NFL could still come down and give him a fine, maybe a suspension, but that ain't going to happen until next season, not this season coming up. But at the end of the day, I'm going to let y'all be the judge. We're going to play the video, and y'all let me know what you think as far as if it's life-threatening or he could have killed the guy narrative that some people within the community were saying. It's just ridiculous at the end of the day. Ridiculous. Let's start the video from the top. So as you see, ladies and gentlemen, the gentleman walking right here, and you're gonna see they're at the marina down in Hollover. Tyreek Hill is gonna come around the left side with his friend, and he's holding him back from this guy, which is the alleged person, obviously saying he got slapped. Now, I'm going to go very slow. I'm going to play it. I'm going to let y'all see it. I'm going to rewind it. And y'all telling me if that was life-threatening. Again, I'm not out here. Listen, you don't put hands on anybody, right? And I understand we don't know the details of what led to what happened and what led to the confrontation. There's a lot of back and forth. Some people said it was some racial stuff from the gentleman. Some said that he was calling out the women that were with him on the boat. So again, we're not condoning putting hands on a person. At the end of the day, this is what transpires. So let's play the video. See the gentleman walking. You see him pointing at the boat, and you see Tyreek coming here with somebody right coming up towards the left side of the gentleman. We're gonna play it, and then you see Tyreek looks like he reaches out with his hand. But let's look back at it one more time. As you see him passing by, again, he has his friend he's between the gentleman and Tyreek on the opposite side. You see Tyreek's arm just reach out a little bit, but at the end of the day, his friend is in between both, right? It continues, video continues. Tyreek comes off the frame, and later on, you see him coming back into the picture. His friend's family were trying to hold him back. He's pissed off, and that was it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the video that has come out. Again, you be the judge. At the end of the day, like I said, some people are saying that this is meant for going to prison. He could have killed the guy. What if the guy hit himself on the boat? What if he drowned? Listen, man, I've heard it all. And y'all got to stop, man. Y'all really got to stop. Y'all really got to stop. So it's just ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. It's ridiculous. I'm not going to lie, man. That's it. Dude, that was it. Andreas, that was it. Y'all telling me this is it. This was exactly it that got to that level. Yeah, that's what caused the whole back and forth, right? And it's just ridiculous. Now, let's get into a little bit of the stuff that came out throughout the day, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, they reported to camp, and we got some highlights. We got Brandon Jones looking healthy, ladies and gentlemen. Nice movement. The man looks like he has not lost a step. We got to be happy, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Jones, man, I didn't give credit when credit's due. I remember Von Joe telling us, hey, this is going to be a big deal because he was stepping up, man. He was getting better at coverage. And this man, I'm looking for him to take a big jump, return back to health, and that way he could help out Javon in that safety position back there. And then obviously we missed a lot of those sacks that he was getting for us. So shout out to Brandon Jones getting healthy, right? We want Brandon Jones to get healthy, ladies and gentlemen. That is the goal. Get healthy. The name of the game is get healthy. Let's go into a little bit of what everybody throwback jerseys, ladies and gentlemen. The Miami Dolphins have announced that we will be wearing the all-white throwbacks on October 29th, ladies and gentlemen, prior to the Halloween weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, we were supposed to wear those all-white throwbacks back on Christmas Day. They got swashed. That rumor just evaporated. We were supposed to wear them. Now we're going to wear them. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the cleanest jerseys. And listen, we could go back and forth with these throwbacks. These throwbacks are beautiful, but all white is just menacing. It's killer. I love it. Then you got the aqua throwbacks, man. We love it. Those teal aqua. That's going to be on Christmas Eve, ladies and gentlemen, on 12/24 when we face the Cowboys. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're wearing throwbacks at the Hard Rock Stadium for those 2 dates. Check your post, ladies and gentlemen. Check your post. So, that being said, let's go down a little bit more. We got Tua basically talking about, they call him the tribal chief now. Tua letting everybody know what the meaning of the tattoo was, basically letting him know it's when his son was born. He started the tattoo a little earlier, and then obviously the detail. You got to give credit, man. With Ace, it says Ace on the front, that being his son's name. So, man, it's awesome, man. Just give me a little bit of explanation, man. We got Tua putting in that work. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Look at the detail on the tattoo. That's impressive, ladies and gentlemen. Again, listen, I know a lot of people are saying we're making something out of nothing, but that tattoo is impressive. So I'm happy, man, for Tua, man. Listen, man. Again, there's a lot of detail into it, family, a lot of things, meaning for it. So, but as far as the visual, it's an impressive looking tattoo, man. And I know we're gonna have some guys in the fan base that are gonna jump on here and they're gonna be saying, "Why are we talking about a tattoo?" I get it, but it's still impressive, man. Looks nice. Some footage from today at practice with Tua, him coming out to the field, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we hit the field today this morning, and we're gonna be out there on Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, when they let the fans out. So make sure y'all look out for Batman, man. I'm gonna be out there. If you're coming down to the Hard Rock and you want to meet up, link up prior to practice, or if you want to meet up at practice, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. And yeah, man, that's Tua out there, man. Tua T putting in that work in the off season, man, putting on the weight, hitting the weight room, obviously picking up more speed. A lot of people, a lot of receivers on the team talking about that football speed, that how the ball's getting to with that zip. These are all things high quality that you want from your quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. This is a more detailed tattoo right there. That's just impressive, man. Very, very impressive. I love it, man. Tua again talking about the tattoo. Let's keep going down a little bit. Look at this beautiful pass, ladies and gentlemen, for Waddle. Again, we understand that Javon Holland broken up. Waddle was still able to catch it. What a beautiful pass from Tua, man. That connection. Like we were talking about today, Tua placed that ball in a place where literally Waddle was the only person he can get it. And if you look closely, obviously Armstead's not on the field. We got Lamb out there playing at left tackle. So that's something you got to look out for. Obviously, put it on the pup list alongside with Isaiah Wim. They're on the pup list. So they're going to be very limited at practice. Probably expect them to be limited at practice throughout the season. So yeah, look, more details on the tattoo, ladies and gentlemen, more details. And yeah, gentlemen, like I said, this Sunday coming up, July 30th, back together weekend right here down at the Hard Rock at training camp. We'll be out there, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm going to try to make most of these. I got to put days off at work. Some actually fall on my days off. But, yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm dropping the link right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump on, hop on with Batman, man. Let's chop it up. And I appreciate everybody coming through right now, man. I really do. That means a lot to me. Let's chop it up, man. I don't know how long I want to go for, man. I still haven't ate dinner, but I don't like to eat late now. Try to make it upon myself not to eat too late. But, yeah, man, let's chop it up, man. I want to talk to some of y'all, man. All of y'all, if I could. That'd be nice, man. But I'm very grateful. And again, I want to give a quick update for everybody that's basically waiting, because I know I still have all my paperwork here. For everybody's waiting for stuff. I know who's in the house is waiting for something. I know Jose Valdez, I believe, is waiting for a Holland autograph. I have things that I'm still working on. I will be trying to ship that sometime within the next week and a half. I know I've been procrastinating. It's been over a month and a half. I do have to ship all your stuff. I do have everything in writing, so I apologize. But what's going on, Cruz? C. Hall from the house, G. Q, But yeah, man, I'm gonna be shipping everything out little by little. Again, everything I was working on, I had to put on a little bit of hold. So everybody be patient with me. I got multiple autographs that I do have to give away. I want people to get their hands on stuff, 8x10 autograph stuff. I'm gonna work on what I'm gonna do as far as because obviously everybody's favorite show was that Friday drinking show. So I'm taking a little bit of step back when it comes to drinking beer as much as I am. So whether it's seltzers or something, I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna try to see what I can do as far as doing the giveaways and getting you guys involved within the show. But yeah, I'm taking a step back as far as the alcohol for a little bit, trying to get my health right. And I'm just trying to. We're gonna work on some things. I'm gonna work on how we could distribute some of this stuff out for you guys. But again, if you want to donate to the channel, obviously $, Phinsaholics. Or if you want to do PayPal Batman 2423, again, we are currently, ladies and gentlemen, in a raffle right now. I believe we're 21 subscribers away from the Ricky Williams that it's been on hold. Again, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for the 800 subscriber mark. Again, if you want to just go into the Ricky Williams sweepstakes, $10 gets you 1 entry, 20 gets you 3, 50 gets you 10 entries, and that is for the Ricky Williams custom autograph Beckett, I believe. Yeah, Beckett jersey. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get involved with this Ricky, beautiful jersey, man. Meant for you to hang it on a plaque, hang it on a shadow box. Ricky Williams, man, one of the reasons why I started watching football right there, man, and reason why I became a diehard Dolphin fan, despite living in Miami, coming from basketball roots and then switching up to football, getting able to see Ricky, man, just tear up the league. Since the minute he left the Saints coming out here. Very impressive, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very impressive. So, yeah, we're going to get into that again, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everybody. We got some people in the back. Let's go, guys. Drop the link. Chop it up with Batman. We got MCJB. What's going on? And we got Crazy Dolphin in the house. What's going on, gentlemen?
Oh, dang. Wrong button, Batman. Wrong button, Batman.
Wrong buttons. I got the buttons all messed up. But yeah, keep in mind, everybody, we do have a tour. I just want to update everybody. We do have a tour. Yes, sir. And yeah, let's chop it up. So welcome. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing it extremely well, my brother. How you doing?
I'm going to go in and come back out, Batman. I'll mess myself up here.
We hear you. We can hear you.
Clear. Yeah, I can hear you, but I got some funny jumped on
feedback
here.
Okay. No worries. So MCJB, I played this song, man. Hey, great job, you and Vin.
Okay,
we've been talking about it. Oh, you can hear us? Perfect.
Okay, there we go, Mr. Paul. How you doing, Mr. Paul?
Batman, good choice of stopping the beer. Yeah, man. I'm not stopping the beer, but I'm holding myself back. Obviously, wasn't doing me too good, and I wasn't feeling the way I should be. And yeah, beer was not doing great things for me mentally. So and physically too. I mean, my health wasn't too good either. So yeah.
Am I good? Do I have an airplane sound in my does it sound like I'm in an airplane?
No, you sound good.
Okay, for sure. No, I'm in a whole nother room and trying to set up, and I got the fan on. My fault.
No, we don't hear nothing. We just hear your voice. I hear both of you guys loud and clear. Perfect. So MCJB, talk to us a little bit. I know that some changes just happened. You want to inform as far as when we're going to reschedule the music video. So yes. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Batman. And always thank you, my brother, for always sharing my music, showing it out loud. You my dog. Anyway, so y'all, I know I said week 1 preseason we were going to do a music video, but unfortunately something else happened to me. I'm not going to explain it here. If you want to know, go on my Instagram. You'll see it there. But due to the fact that, I got a lot of stuff going on, I just week 1 preseason ain't going to work. So me and Vince were talking. We were like, you got to do it, MC. There's no excuse. You got to do it. And I was like, I know. I just don't know when. Well, it's a good thing we don't play Denver until the end of September. Ooh, I like that ball. You heard that? We playing Denver at the end of September. I know y'all like that. If you rapper, you know that.
There you go.
My fault.
End of September, Denver home. I believe that's our first home game. I believe.
Yeah, and I think that would be a whole lot more people.
Yeah.
To have a music video and rather than the first preseason game. So I think we get more action, more dance moves, more and invitation. It's no invitation, man. We'll be at I think East 12.
Yes, East 12.
We'll be at East 12 making this music video, man. It's a free invite. Come on, party. We're gonna drink our ass off, and I'm gonna be drinking too, you nerd. I don't normally drink. And I promise you I'm drinking.
Lewis is in the house. What's up, Lewis? Let's welcome Lewis too. What's going on, Lewis?
What up? Dan, the Phinsaholics show is back, baby.
We're back,
What's
man.
up,
Little by little, you're gonna see me more and more. I'm just taking my time, man, trying to figure out some stuff in my life and with the family too. So, but yeah, man, I'm glad, man. Listen, it was hard. It was hard, man. Like I wasn't even tuning in at night sometimes when TFTG was on, CB was on, and I would have to catch you guys in the morning driving to work. I just wanted to disconnect from life, man. A lot of crazy stuff, man. I can't more than I can count with two hands. But when it rains, it pours, man. That's just how it is. That's the truth.
Well, what's up? What's up, Mr. Park? What's up, MCJB and Batman? You already know. If you ever need anything, Batman, you have not only me but everybody in this community, bro. And it's safe for me to say right now that we all missed you, we all love you, and we're glad to see you back on this great channel, bro. So.
Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it, man. Y'all the best, man. Y'all the best. And again, like I said, I haven't been too good, man, at reaching back to people when they like, hey, I'm here for y'all. I'm here for you, man. But I appreciate everybody reaching out, man. But yeah, man, like MCJB said, man, we're gonna be dropping. Hopefully, we're working on that music video on the Denver game, which is the first game of the week.
And the Apple Music, my bad, Batman.
The Apple Music. When is it gonna drop on all the streaming services?
It's gonna be on that Friday before week 1. I think that's the 8th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
September 8th. So it'll be on Friday before the first game of the season.
Okay. Let's welcome. We got Mountie in the house. We got Ali. We got Shake Money. What's going on, everybody?
I gotta talk soccer with you, Ali. I gotta talk soccer.
That's good.
Oh my God, but
appreciate y'all in the comment section. I'm reading everything, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, man,
guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Shake.
Hey, by the way, man,
Shake,
a little bit. I just want to remind people that we have a tour.
Hold on. You can't say it, Shake, until you put it up. You can't say it until you put it up. What is it? What do we have, Shake?
We have, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tour.
We do. We sure do. And a lot of people don't like it, but we do.
Yeah, we do.
You know what? I retract all the nice statements I said earlier. I take all that back.
Oh, what's up, everybody? How's everybody? Mr. Paul? Appreciate you stopping by.
I just came on because, and I might be late to the party, but did you guys see this Tyreek video finally?
Yeah,
I cannot believe
right
we waited this long for
something like that.
It looked like he flicked him like you used to bully kids, not bully kids, but you know how you mess with kids when you were in grade school and you flick the back of their ear? That's what it looked like he did. And you had people like TD and Barry Cunningham saying that, oh my God, they got something so horrible. Tyreek's going to end up in jail. That's the way they were making it out. Can you believe that shit? Hey, I'm sorry. That was the most pussy fuck thing I've ever seen in my life.
Now, keep in mind.
Excuse my language.
He might still get a fine. He might get a fine next year. Probably sometime in March next year.
It's going to be the $1 million flick. That's what it'll be.
Not even, man. They listen.
I'm just exaggerating, but I mean, come on, dude. He didn't even throw a punch, bro. He didn't even throw it. It wasn't even a slap to the back of the head, bro. It was not. My grandmother, who can barely walk, slaps harder than that.
Listen, and his friend was in between the slap. It wasn't like Tyreek walked up straight up to the guy and said, "What did the five fingers say to the face?" He didn't. It was.
Now, granted, they did have to hold him back. Okay, that I can understand.
That might be the issue. Him running back out towards a guy that aggressive. That might be something. But the slap.
But the thing is, though.
Hey, can you highlight Green Rat's comment, please?
He ran back out there.
What is this comment? Let me see this.
Damn right we do.
We have a
We
Noah.
have a Noah.
Damn right.
We have a Noah. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Noah is him monogamy. Noah him monogamy, baby.
There we go.
Damn, the crickets.
There we go.
You're just a
Hey,
hater.
I heard a rumor out there. There's a Noah highlight mixtape that they made of him.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I heard it's long too. I heard it's like a couple minutes. I thought it would be a 10-second clip, but I heard it's pretty impressive. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's that's what Twitter said. I heard it on Twitter yesterday.
Was he at Auburn or was it like?
Hey, this wasn't a. No, this is in the NFL. Let's see. No,
are you sure it's not 9 minutes of him getting lost? Because he does that very well. It's very impressive.
Hey, Noah him
That was
monogamy,
worse
baby.
than mine.
Well, I don't know if we have a Noah, but I know we have a Zach Seiler. You heard that, Mountie?
Oh
You heard
Yeah,
that,
I
Batman?
definitely heard
let
that.
me remind everybody some of the highlight notes that came out today.
Yeah, Batman. I think you forgot to go over some of the highlight notes, Batman.
Yeah.
But
So
make
Zach
sure,
Seiler was
Mountie, can you
causing-
hear the highlight notes, Mountie? Can you hear them?
Yeah. I hear your Cap. I hear it.
Okay, some of the stuff, obviously, Zach Seiler was causing havoc out there, looking very impressive. Also, everybody's favorite, Savon Ahmed.
Keep going, Batman.
Making plays out there and catching. It wasn't just running, because I heard he was running through cuts and killing it out there. But also, Devon A-Chain looked pretty good. And Tua obviously having a decent day. I don't want to get too much into what he was able to do. I think he only missed like 3 passes, 3 incompletions, but other than that, he was on fire. Obviously, we all saw the Waddle catch with Javon Holland.
Good play on Javon Holland, though. I mean, he was in a great position, and it was good catch by Jalen Waddle at the same time. So
very good catch. Like Color said, it was that eye concentration, able to still keep his eyes on the ball despite getting knocked out in the air, and Javon still being, Waddle still come down with it. And even you saw Javon after the play, he's like, "Hey, that was impressive. That was impressive." And again, we could go back. I think Lewis brought it up. Hey, I expect Javon to do a little bit better on a play like that. Yeah, I can see that too. You want Javon to take another step and be that elite, like you said, Ed Reed, Sean Taylor, that monster for us back there. And again, normally probably in the NFL, he ain't gonna make that catch. He'll probably get knocked out, mid-air. But there are no pads. From the rumor has it, the pads come on Sunday. So we'll see if that happens. Let's welcome everybody. Cruz Ruiz, what's up? What's going on?
What's good, fellas?
How's it going?
I'm in Fort Stewart, Georgia right now for some training, and I'm sweating my ass off.
Dang. Batman, you forgot about one highlight for the training camp, by the way.
Hold on. Is Cat for Life is coming out and saying all the content creators live tonight are hyping up Skylar, Batman. Wow.
Hyping up Skylar, actually, that's what I was referencing, which is funny he mentioned that. But that's not what I was trying to do. What I'm telling you is that you forgot to say that Skylar has been notated by several reports that he looks impressive. I'm not saying he's like QB1, because I'm telling you straight up he's QB2.
Okay.
What I'm just saying is that he looks impressive and better than what he did at last year at the same time.
So listen,
and that's a good thing.
Definitely. It's a great thing.
And I want to be very clear to everybody. Let's welcome Noah's. I believe this is Crypto. What's going on, Crypto?
Let's go, Crypto.
Definitely Crypto.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, Crypto? Hey, real quick, but let me touch on the Skylar stuff, because a lot of people pin me as a Skylar hater. Listen, because listen, I go. What's going on, New Attitude? Listen, I go at Pete when it comes to the Skylar stuff. Like I told Pete, I wouldn't surprise me if Skylar's working at the Hialeah Rec Center in 2 years. So I go at Pete because Pete is
AutoZone
at the AutoZone. Him and Noah. But look, let's
and Christian Wilkins.
But listen, on the serious note. Listen, when we got Mike White, I was happy. I thought he would be the QB2. Obviously, us with the $4 million, and it would be $8 million if he actually hits the field. I thought he would be our backup. I put a lot of thought into it. I mean, listen, we don't have to put a lot of thought into it. Despite how we feel how Skylar played last year, whether you thought it was booty hole, good, bad, whatever, great, he played amazing, whatever. He, as well as Tua, is coming back into this offense on a year 2. And he showed, signs that he can be a backup quarterback, right? Again, listen to what I'm saying. He could be a backup quarterback in this league. it would benefit the Dolphins
exactly
if he is QB2 because we save $4 million from paying Mike White. So it benefits us for Skylar Thompson to be QB2. So if he is stepping up and he is taking his level of play to another level, that helps all of us. Whether you hate Skylar or like Skylar, it helps us as the Miami Dolphins because we save $4 million. We don't have to play Mike White. He'll be the emergency quarterback if they both go down, but Skylar will be QB2, second year in this offense. Let it rip. And I love it. I love it. And again, there's no shot at Skylar. The only reason why I take shots at Skylar, I blame the homie Pete. I blame Pete. Pete is coming out here saying Skylar, if Skylar played out 17 games last year, he would have won Rookie of the Year, and we would have gone further in the playoffs. And when I hear nonsense like that, that's why I go at Skylar and I say the whole stuff I say. But I listen. Year 2, Skylar coming back with his offense, McDaniel's system, a better run game. O-line getting improved, it helps Tua and it helps Skylar and it helps Mike White. It helps everybody. So
it helps the team, bro. That's all it is.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
Exactly.
It helps the team.
Because
God
forbid if Tua goes down, which I pray and hope not, and I don't think he's going to go down. But God forbid if he does, you got a good backup, and that's what you want. You don't 100%. Want somebody to come in and that's going to. How should I say? That's gonna take it straight down the hill,
right?
Well, there was another guy. There was another guy that flashed today at training camp, and that was our rookie second-round pick, Cam Smith.
Oh, yeah, I heard, on 7-on-7s, I heard he looked really good.
Oh, I haven't heard that. See, that's good.
Cam Smith. They said Skylar Thompson threw an out route that Cam Smith read very well. Got his hands on the ball. Almost came up with the interception, but when he hit the ground, I guess he didn't complete the catch. So those are things maybe he would, still has to work on, but it's very encouraging to hear that he's recognizing route concepts and he's breaking on the ball and stuff. So Cam Smith with a sighting today at training camp, man. Everybody should be excited.
See, I didn't hear that, so that's good. That's positive.
There's a undrafted free agent that we got that looked halfway decent. I got a report on Peely, I think is how you say his last name. Peely?
Center?
No, I don't know if he's center. I think he's a defensive tackle out of USC. Let me find his. Let me find him real quick.
Yeah, the UDFA.
Yeah, I heard he looked decent too.
Let me see.
So
what's going on, William Perry? I see William Perry in chat. JR Black.
So wait a minute, Ali. What you're telling me is there was a Zach Seiler sighting, UDFA sighting, and no sighting of Christian Wilkins?
He showed up to practice.
He did show up to practice.
But I'm talking about on the field, though.
Did he participate?
Yeah,
well, no, I think he was. I think he was dressed as a Power Ranger.
He was a Power Ranger.
Man.
Okay. He was dressed up as a Super Saiyan.
I guess he's
he's not on the pup list with everyone else, is he?
He's the new the Aqua
Listen, man,
He's
I'm gonna tell you what
Power
happened.
Ranger.
I got a text message. I said it on Twitter today. I got a text message that apparently Wilkins, hey, him and Zyler came into an agreement. He said, hey, made me look good out there today. We don't got pads on. I'll buy you a nice steak dinner tonight. So apparently they're at Knife right now in South Beach. They're eating on Zyler's tab.
Hey, they're at Rachel's eating filet mignon. Be real.
There we go. I'll take it, man. It's better.
Ali, Brandon Peely. Okay,
Brandon Peely, the guy at USC. I heard he looked halfway decent, like better than what people would expect from an undrafted free agent.
He said, "Listen, Ace."
I like the logo right there, Mr. Paul. The Killian Cougars. I like that. I like that logo right there, Mr. Paul.
Yeah,
he told Skylar Thompson, he goes, man, listen, I'm gonna let you shine today because I'm gonna be getting a $14 million contract a year. So yeah, I'm gonna get the bag.
Whether he's on the team next year or not, that man's if he plays like he played this last season, Zyler's gonna get paid. Somebody's gonna pay him, and that benefit. I mean, listen, if he walks, we win a Super Bowl this year. He walks, we get a comp pick. I'll take it. It's fine. Let's win the Super Bowl this year.
I don't know how you guys feel, but my opinion is that if Miami doesn't re-sign one of these defensive tackles, let it be Wilkins or Zach Seiler, it's a fail, bro.
I agree.
You have no depth at this position to the point that you're just gonna let one of these two guys walk. That I don't see it happening, bro. They have to re-sign at least one of them.
I agree. And that's my listen. I think somebody said we could let both of them walk. We could let
I
both
don't
of them
see it,
walk.
bro. Who are you gonna get to replace it? Who are you gonna get to
Draft
replace
somebody
it?
next year, and hopefully Raekwon comes back for a 3-year, $10 million, and figure it out. But now you got to bring one back, man. I don't care. Just bring one. I mean, I do care because I want Wilkins and I want Zyler. But
yeah,
I mean, listen, Wilkins. Hey, another thing I forgot to mention. I mean, everybody's mentioned it, but the top, the from 70 to 100 players have been announced, right?
Okay.
And because they announced another 10 about an hour ago. And we got Christian Wilkins at 81, Tua T at 82, and we got Teron Armstead at 83. Back to back Dolphins, making it so far in the bottom of the 100s. Tua making his first appearance. Christian Wilkins, I believe, is his first appearance.
No, his second.
First.
It's his first. His first.
I think
Oh,
it's
it was his first?
Yeah,
I thought
it's
he was
his
there
first.
last year.
No. You know how the NFL doesn't like us.
They said in the thing he's making his first appearance.
Oh, they did say
in the
that.
video.
You're right.
In the video, they said it.
Wilkins?
Yeah, Wilkins is his first appearance. And obviously Teron Armstead, we know that this man is a legendary. He's a legend in the making anyway. He's already a Hall of Famer where he's at right now. But
So how many more Dolphins do we get on that list?
we got Tyreek and Waddle for sure.
Ramsey has to be on this list, bro.
I wish Holland, but
Yeah, there has to be at least 3 more.
Yeah.
Waddle, Hill, and Ramsey.
yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
locked.
Noah's
I
keep forgetting.
Noah's
about Ramsey.
definitely gonna be up in there.
What about X? Do you think
Exactly.
X makes it?
No. He's not gonna make it.
Okay.
Man,
And listen,
you know
no
what?
disrespect to X, because listen, he's hearing the disrespect.
That'd be
He's hearing
definitely
it.
name recognition.
Well, listen,
play
I wouldn't
didn't warrant it
surprise me
last year,
if the NFL votes Bradley Chubb in there, even though to us he's not deserving of it. But I can see Bradley Chubb making it probably in the next 10. You never know. I mean,
I'm sorry, Batman. I gotta address crypto though, because I never came at crypto with Devontae Parker talk, and I was high on Parker. I liked Parker, but I wasn't gonna come at crypto with that. Crypto, you gotta lay off X. I'm gonna tell you right now, the man since he's been a Miami Dolphin,
I'm
right?
gonna be relentless.
Listen, the man has been a player for us, and just. Shout out to El Capitan last night on the Finn's tailgate, right? He played all 3 of the interviews. And when you listen to X, right, and he's expressing the same things, me and Batman had conversations last year about it. Remember, Batman? About the theory Javon Holland was having to babysit that secondary. Well, if you listen to X yesterday, he even kind of said it. All the work he had to do, he wasn't trying to miss no games. He was dealing with injuries. Listening to that man, I believe he has a chip on his shoulder. Shout out to Cap. He said it last night watching the interview. And just watching it, and I'll be the first one to say it, for me, Xavier Howard is one of those guys I want to see in a Dolphin uniform until he retires.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now.
He's a guy. He is
Okay,
a guy
then.
that.
Okay, then he
is
needs
a
to
Miami
retire
Dolphin
next week.
In my opinion, he's
Damn, crypto. Damn.
Crypto. What'd he do?
No.
Hey, listen.
I'll finish with this, but I just think that Xavier Howard is one of those guys that
Dolphin for life.
Yeah.
He's a Dolphin for life.
Like
when
what
you
y'all
look
doing.
at
X
Xavier
out.
Howard, he's a Dolphin.
And it's like it's
Okay,
kind of like
if
we're
he's a
it's
Dolphin
kind of
for
like
life, that's
it's kinda
fine.
like-
That means
it's
you
kind of
just
like
sped up
Rashad
his
Jones,
retirement
man.
to 2
Listen,
weeks.
one of my favorite players. He doesn't have to be the greatest Dolphin, but my favorite player all time in a Dolphins uniform since I've been watching the Fins. Again, no disrespect to Dan Marino because I didn't get to see Dan Marino live or on TV live. Rashad Jones to me. Dolphin for life, man. He could have gone to another team. He could have gone and played and be a backup or even start on another team. But no, he retired. He retired a Dolphin. And I want to see that from X. I do. Whether it's a year or 2 or 3, I want to see him retire a Dolphin.
That man deserves to end his career as a Dolphin. Bro, since he's been in the league.
You can leave and go somewhere else and then come back and retire. That's not
Jason Taylor?
No.
Jason Taylor became a Jet and he came back and retired as a Dolphin.
That would hurt.
And by the way, Lewis,
he was.
Hey, Lewis,
he was a Redskin too.
I think you'll have more luck getting Pete to be a tournier than getting Crypto off that square.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, again, listen, you can say what you want. Everybody is going to get beat in that position. Corners are going to get beat. Wide receivers are great. And things happen. Again, the same argument we were just having or the debate we were having on TFTG the other day. No man is perfect. But since Xavier Howard has been a Miami Dolphin.
Be perfect.
Well, then what are we talking about?
Crypto by the 6th freaking best receiver.
Again, but Crypto, I get it. He got beat by the 6th wide receiver.
I agree with
okay,
you.
fine, that happens. But at the end of the day, he in a Miami Dolphin uniform, Xavier Howard has been one of our most productive and best players.
Yeah.
Every time he puts on that uniform, let's just be honest.
Absent last season.
Again, okay, Crypto, but all the injuries and everything he was dealing with, and playing. Listen, we give the benefit of the doubt to a second-year Javon Holland, right? Oh, he was babysitting. You don't think Xavier Howard had to babysit?
With those groins too.
You
He's
don't
babysitting
know
his own groins.
Like, bro. Again, since
Javon
he's been
Holland,
in the league, I think he's either one or two.
It's
in
not
the
on
NFL
a decline. It's not it's not like a drop off.
Okay,
like
crypto. But let me ask you a question. See, this is
we sitting up there killing Aaron Rodgers about one anomaly season.
And what do you
call it? And we're not doing. And then when I do it for Xavier for X, and then we want to say it's different. And when I see a precipitous drop off from what he was before, like y'all doing with Aaron Rodgers, y'all think that's going to be the norm, and I'm thinking it's going to be the norm for X.
So, Crypto, let me ask you this: if this man has a bounce back season, what are you going to say? He got lucky?
Then he had to have the bounce back season. Then.
Okay, so you're willing to come off that square if he has a bounce back season?
This is like the X's first bad season. I don't know why it's such a big deal.
Okay, and this is the whole argument I was trying to say about Rodgers. I'm just what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Then everybody's off him now.
And you're absolutely right, Crypto. But again, you defend Aaron Rodgers until you're blue in the face, but you're not doing that with X.
I'm not defending Aaron Rodgers. I'm just saying X ain't played 20 seasons.
Damn, level 2 noob is coming at you.
But he's only played since his career. And again, since he's been a Miami Dolphin and since he's played in the NFL, Crypto, I think he's either one or two in interceptions throughout his career since he's been a Dolphin. He's been one of the best corners in the league.
He hasn't been
let me touch a little bit on these comments right there. Addressing Crypto.
I'm not talking about I'm talking about all in his career, Crypto. I think he leads since he's been drafted at all corners from the time he's been drafted.
Yeah,
he leads the NFL in interceptions.
Since 2017, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Andreas says
that was once upon a time Sam Madison did, but he never had a precipitous drop off ever.
Hey, Andreas said y'all talk shit about all these years of mediocrity, but X has been one bright spot on the misery. Crypto is fucking insane.
That's
level 2 noob is coming at you.
Say that all you want.
He said, "Is there anyone in the Dolphins fandom that's taking more L's than Crypto?
He's
Pete
done.
doesn't count. He's on his own planet." Level 2 noob saying you're taking the most L's besides Pete. Crypto.
And thank you, Andreas.
You can say that all you want.
Andreas just confirmed it. He's #1 since 2017 in interceptions in the league.
He has been.
So what does that got to do with last year?
He had a down season. He had
a down season, Crypto, but
that's his trajectory.
No, Crypto.
If everybody's thinking like he is now, get the bag for him, the so-called bag for him, and move off and go to somebody younger. I ain't even got to have this conversation no more with y'all. Because obviously Chris Greer believes me because he used his first pick as his replacement. Obviously Chris Greer freaking believed me because he chose Cam Smith as his first pick and the 4th pick. And out of 4 selections that he had available to him in a shortened draft, he used it on cornerback. So obviously he must believe what I'm believing.
We were pretty weak picks based off of value. So
best player available.
Picks off of value.
It ain't based on value. There's a lot of other people that we could have gotten. We could have gotten a goddamn offensive lineman. We could have gotten a defensive lineman. We could have gotten a linebacker. A linebacker was much of a. We could have gotten anybody at that position.
28 interceptions.
So therefore,
I do agree that regardless of the value, I do think that we were going to pick corner anyways because if you look at the trajectory.
No, we wouldn't because everybody was looking long face. Yeah, everybody was surprised and mad about it. When I was sitting here grinning from ear to ear, knowing what was going on.
Crypto, I think
that's revisionist history.
No.
That's revisionist history.
If you go back,
that's nonsense. That's never. But now you trying to sit up there and tell me that's what they was targeting all along.
Crypto.
No, because they see the decline in X like I do. That's why.
Can I talk, Crypto? Can I talk, please? Please.
Go ahead.
That's fine.
No. What I'm trying to say, if you watched Broken Takes, the episodes that me and Color had. bad about the draft, bro. I said, watch what happens. Miami drafts Xavier Howard's eventual replacement. Why? Because this draft was loaded with corners. It was
okay. You want to say it's loaded with corners? So I was saying they was loaded with receivers and other people. They was loaded with.
There were more corners that you could have gotten up and down this draft.
It's a futile discussion. It's a futile discussion and the argument because it's no different. It's no different from DVP. Once I decide to move off a bad declining stock, I'm moving off of it.
DVP gave us one good season.
Bro, DVP was consistently bad.
But you guys were giving me the same arguments why we should keep them for continuity. The arguments were structured the same. I don't care now that we should keep them for as a team friendly deal. Who we going to replace them with? All the tropes. The tropes.
Let me
it was formulated and articulated in the same fashion.
We're gonna have to wait until this season for Crypto to get off that score. We're not gonna convince him. But let's move on to some other stuff. Obviously, we got word about 2 hours ago that Aaron Rodgers took a pay cut, $35 million pay cut. He's gonna be on a 2-year, $75 million deal. That they're opening I believe is like 23 mil for their cap for the Jets. Another news here that I don't listen. We got Herbert got a contract, ladies and gentlemen. That is basically an extension. It's not a new deal, but it's an extension. So he's gonna play off what, 4 mil, I believe it's this year. It's 8 something next year, and then his contract kicks in at around 70 mil, I think, the following year after that. But it equates to $52 million normally, roughly, per year. But I just read something now.
What's Tua getting back?
Hold on, no.
Hold on, we're not there yet. We're not there yet, Lewis.
And I wasn't comparing him to.
Go ahead, Batman. Go ahead.
They're saying
when the stock goes bad, you move him out your portfolio. Plain and simple.
Burrow's deal may exceed $263 million, becoming the NFL highest paid player.
Which is deserving. Yes. Which is deserving because he's consistently good. The guy's been to a Super Bowl, been to an AFC championship. Him and Mahomes are on a different level than all these other quarterbacks.
I agree.
Herbert, in my opinion, he deserved an extension, but he didn't deserve the extension that he got, in my opinion.
I think but listen, when we broke down, and again, shout out to Stevie, shout out to Von Joe.
If you break it down,
when you break it down, I was like, okay, it's not that bad. Again, I'm not trying to shit on her. Let him get his money. Let him get his money. You know, they believe he's a franchise quarterback. He's going to be on the team until like 33 years old, 32 years old. So, listen, it benefits them in the short term because he's still playing under that deal. And his money won't kick in until when you don't have to pay these receivers. They could draft receivers next year, develop them. And then when it's time to pay Herbert, those receivers are developed, so they don't have to keep, paying the guys that they have. It could work. The other news that came out, obviously the Burrow, the pay cut. That's pretty much it. This stuff doesn't really matter, man. I know there's a back and forth right now going on with the running backs. Obviously, Saquon signed for 11. There's a back and forth going on with Jim Irsay and their own running back and Taylor. It looks like it's gonna get nasty. And that's his own guy, his own player. So it's gonna get nasty now with the running back room. But obviously, the $1 million question, y'all been asking me since, was it July 1st? What's going on with Dalvin? The latest on Dalvin Cook. Apparently, he messed up. He said the Dolphins haven't given him an offer. Backtracked in the same when he was on the Eisen show. Basically said that negotiations are still ongoing. Level of disrespect on his end where he felt like the money wasn't even an offer because it was so low. So at the end of the day, Dalvin Cook's situation is still heating up. I know that A-Chain, we all have high hopes for him. We have to see what he looks like with pads. I told everybody's focused on if Eichenberger's playing good, if he's starting, if Tua looks a little bit better, and the defense, how it's going to look with Fangio. Listen, my focus is going to be on Sunday's A-Chain. My eyes are going to be on A-Chain from the minute I walk into the facility. I'm going to be watching A-Chain at everything he does, and I'm going to focus if he's on the opposite field, I'm going to walk my happy ass to the other side of the field where he's at because I want to see if what they say about this kid, that they're calling him the superstar in the making, not us by the fan base, but by the guys that have been seeing him in person that write for the Dolphins, They called him a superstar in the making. I want to see if the hype is real. And if the hype is not real, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to tell y'all. But from everything that we hear from this kid, every single time he hits the field, it's everybody's impressed. Every single body's impressed. So we'll see if if that's the facts on Sunday. But yeah, let's welcome everybody. Let's welcome Alex. What's up, Alex?
Hey, Batman. So I didn't get a chance to say this earlier, bro, but I'm glad you're back on, and God bless you and your family, bro. Hope all is well.
Appreciate it.
You know, you definitely didn't have to explain yourself. You know, the reason why you were out. You know, you got to do your thing, bro. But I just want to let you know that good things happen to good people, bro, and you're one of the good peoples in this world, bro. You've always given back to everybody with you know, with everything that you're giving. You give us great content as always. You know, and I just want to say I love you, brother. And
and I go hard on you, Alex. Sometimes
always.
I apologize.
I know,
but you know, it's all fun and
it's
games.
all good. It's all good.
It's only because you're a Knicks fan, Alex. If it wasn't for
Hey,
that,
look, I call you. I just want to let you know. You know, I know I've called you Momo a couple of times, but listen, my uncle calls me Momo, and my dad calls me Momo all the time. So it's all good
appreciate
fun.
it, Larry.
Yeah, and by the way, your horn needs to be louder, bro. Your horn needs to be a little louder.
Second thing is
I got your text
this.
message, Larry. I'll get back to you. I know that you texted me like a month ago, and I haven't gotten back to you. So I apologize, Larry. I just haven't been texting a lot of people back, so I apologize. But I'll get with you, Larry. I'll shoot you a text.
The second thing is that Burrow is definitely on another level. You know, and you know he's a very good quarterback and always has been since the day he stepped into this league. And as far as Herbert goes, and I'm going to stand by what I've said nonstop about Herbert. The guy's a stat stuffer. That's all he is. He's a stat stuffer, and he got paid for putting up stats. And at the end of the day, Tua is the better quarterback over Herbert by any day of the week. Now, Herbert is better athletic-wise.
Here comes the gaslighting.
But Tua is the better overall quarterback than Herbert will ever be.
I agree with you. I
Here
agree with
goes
you.
the
If we're going,
goes the fucking gaslighting.
Here we go. The gaslight. Here it is. All right. I'll say this. Up to this point, Herbert has been very impressive. Again, I know he hasn't won a playoff game. He throws interceptions. Fourth quarter, he chokes. He looks like Skyler out there. I get it. But the guy's impressive. I don't want to shit on Herbert. The guy's pretty impressive. That guy's pretty good. We want him. We want to beat him. Hey, listen, game one, I want Tua to come firing. We gotta do a bounce back game with the Chargers. I believe it was September 10th, I think. But we need a bounce back game. Listen, I strongly believe with you that Tua will be the better player when it's all said and done, Alex. I think Tua's going to have the accolades, the trophies. He's going to have the Super Bowls. He's going to have way more than Herbert. But I'm not going to shit on Herbert. He's a pretty good quarterback. He is a pretty good quarterback.
Now, if the roles were reversed and Tua was with the Chargers,
And I don't need to gas up fucking Herbert.
Hold on.
To downplay X. X
sorry,
is a fallen knife. There's an old adage in the stock market when you're playing the stock market. Don't catch a fucking fallen knife. You're a goddamn ninja now? You investing in fallen knives? Is that what you're doing? Is that what we're doing?
Who said anything about
Only
X?
catch a fucking fallen knife when you're a fucking ninja.
Who said anything about X? I didn't say anything about X.
No, I'm responding to the peanut gallery.
The chat. Oh, okay. I was like, what the heck is what's
I'm confused, guys. Who's talking about X?
Like, why is he so hot? How is he so pissed off?
Because here's the thing: if Tua was in the Chargers, you would see Tua put up the same numbers that Herbert would. You know, there's no question about it. Because Herbert came in the league.
We get it. He's going to
Herbert came in the league with
yards and
Austin Eckler.
And he also run a 4.27 in that 40-yard dash. Don't forget that, Alex.
But Herbert came in the league with Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams. Okay.
Yeah, and he didn't have neither one of them last year.
Do you know? But that's what we call check down Charlie. But yeah, that's besides the point. You know, he was check down Charlie when it was all said and done when they were out of the line.
Yeah, kind of like what Brady did for his whole career before he got Randy Moss. But go ahead, that's neither here nor there.
Damn.
He did. Hey, Brady was checked down Charlie without before he got Moss.
Lewis, I didn't see you back there.
But don't say it with a bad connotation, then. because Brady did that his whole
he
career.
definitely was check down Charlie
Until he got Randy Moss.
And then when he got Randy Moss, that was Brady's best season when he got Randy Moss.
Herbert's always had weapons, though, man. I know that they were injured
that's
last
what
year.
I'm saying. He's always had weapons.
They were injured last year,
had.
but he's had weapons since he
Tua's
came into the
never had
league.
the weapons that Herbert has up until now.
He had a guy that had what, like 3, 4, 1,000 yards seasons before he even got there.
You talking about Keenan Allen?
Yeah,
and,
Keenan
Mike
Allen.
Yeah,
Williams?
Keenan Allen, Mike Williams.
They weren't
Hunter Henry,
25th, Alex.
right?
Hunter Henry,
25th best receiver in
Eckler.
production.
Talk about gaslighting is when people say that Herbert didn't have.
He
any
was the only
weapons.
one.
I will not.
No one said Herbert didn't have no goddamn weapons.
Yeah.
His weapons wasn't in the top 10. He had to do with weapons that wasn't in the top 10 like we had.
I am with.
How about that for gaslighting?
Hold on, real quick, Crypto.
Say it again.
Well. Let me just jump in real quick because I agree with Crypto.
Mhm.
I'm not going to sit here and debate you guys that Justin Herbert came in and had better weapons than Tua. That's not debatable. You guys have that side of the argument.
On which side? The Dolphin side?
Well, no. When y'all say that we can't say that Justin Herbert didn't have no weapons, I would agree.
Right. They moving the goalposts. No one. That ain't even an argument whether or not he had weapons.
But what I will say is, if Justin Herbert would have got drafted to the Miami Dolphins, he would have still had better numbers than what Tua put up with those weapons.
With that offensive line?
Yes. Yes, he would.
With that offensive line and Jakeem
Because his arm was
sure.
Because his arm was just as good as Dan Marino as far as getting rid of the ball.
He would have been able to have better. And now again, I'm not saying he's putting up the numbers he put up with the Chargers, but as far as the numbers Tua was giving us, oh no, Justin Herbert is exceeding those numbers. And that's just a fact. I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm not trying to shit on Tua. This is not no shot at Tua. I agree. Justin Herbert had weapons. But no. Let's not mistake. If Justin Herbert would have played with Devontae Parker, Isaiah Ford, Mac Hollins, and Mike Gesicki, he would have still had better numbers than Tua did with those guys.
God, Keenan Allen had 3.
Which he kind of did this year, Lewis, already, because he had the same caliber players this year without his weapons for about 14 games this year. So by definition, he did have a Devontae Parker and freaking Gesicki on his roster.
He checked down almost every game.
I was right. Keenan Allen had 3 1,000 yards.
Keenan Allen was 25th in wide receiver production this year. 25th.
3 years of 1,000 yards season before Herbert even got there.
So let me ask you a question, Alex. How many Charger games
year.
did you watch? All the Charger games last year?
They were hurt. His receivers were hurt last year.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, Mike Williams was out for like half the season, and then Keenan Allen was out half the season.
They were both hurt.
I'm saying, no, did you watch all the games?
Who was Palmer? You would think he was playing some rock band or something.
Palmer was their tight end that they had that played wide receiver too. He's actually halfway decent. I like him, to be honest.
Shit. We got breaking news. Cat for Life said NFL Network will be at Dolphins training camp this weekend. Let's go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Coverage. There we go. Video coverage so everybody can see. I love it.
That's pretty dope.
That's what's up. Speaking
I think
positive about the Dolphins. That was either early this morning or yesterday.
I think Herbert is overhyped in my opinion, and that's why people pay like. I know when you break it down, it makes more sense, but I still think that the amount they gave him is a little bit too soon. If you really break it down, in the games that matter, when the pressure is on, he folds. He throws the throwaway interception that ends the game, bro. That's what he does. That's what he consistently does. And when they call him elite,
you act like he's throwing 30 interceptions a season. It's not.
Hold on. And when they call him elite, like they did in the second game, I think it was the second game of the season for the Chargers this past season. Dude, in my opinion, that should be the average amount of yards and touchdowns a okay top 15 quarterback should throw. It wasn't like 300 or 400 like you would see Mahomes or Burrow throw. You know, that's elite when you see that. But 250 yards and maybe 2 touchdowns, how is that elite, bro? That's not elite to me. That's just average.
Okay, the outlier bad season in which he still almost eclipsed 5,000 yards and broke Marino's record.
I'm just saying that I don't think the guy is elite, and they paid him, in my opinion, close to elite money. That's all I'm saying.
Ali, let me.
I don't think they paid him what the market value is.
That was elite money that he got.
Ali, are you?
They didn't give him elite money.
Ali, are you by your computer by
Von
chance?
Joe broke it down.
Yes, I am. I am.
No. But after these 2 years, it is elite money though.
Hold on.
But they don't have to pay that. That's optional.
What do you want me to look up?
They gotta pay him 218 million guaranteed. They have to pay him that. They have to.
Yeah, but what does that average out over 5 years?
52.
Elite money.
That's not 52. No, it's not.
52. But yeah, go ahead, Louis. My bad.
Well, hold on, Crypto. I just because people are going at me in the chat. I just want to go real quick because I believe Justin Herbert in his first 2 years had 68 or 69 touchdowns. It's one of those. How many touchdowns did Tua Tagovailoa have?
You said 69 touchdowns? Oh, first 2 years.
It's something ridiculous.
Yeah, that was an actual record.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
He was hurt
again. But
and
see,
he had
Batman,
a coach that didn't play him.
Batman, and that's fine. No one's debating that. I'm just going
It's
by
69, by the way.
Okay, it's 69 for Herbert. How many did Tua have? I think it was like 27 total in those 2 years.
Right.
27. It was.
Okay, so let's just break it down, right? Because again, people hear what they want to hear in the chat, and this is why I say we have some sensitive ass people in this fan base. Herbert had 69 touchdowns. Tua had 27 in 2 years. I give y'all the argument that he had way better weapons than the Chargers. Let's put Justin Herbert with Mac Hollins, Mike Gesicki, Devontae Parker, and the likes of Tua Tagovailoa his first 2 years.
He doesn't get that, though, Louis. He doesn't get that. He gets more than Tua. He gets more than Tua, but he doesn't get that.
And Batman, what did I say? I said he does better with those weapons than Tua. So let's break it down, and this is the easiest way to do it. He had 69. I'm going to take away 30 touchdowns from him. He still has 39. Tua had 27.
Well, he was hurt, Lewis. And
Batman, you see what I'm saying?
He also didn't have the luxury.
That's why they paying him money. They're paying him for durability as well. That's a part of the equation.
Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Please.
Tua didn't have the luxury of somebody puncturing Ryan Fitzpatrick's lungs before the season even started. Tua didn't have that luxury.
First of all, just to be clear, and I want this to be fair when you guys make this assessment, okay? Tua only played 21 games in his first 2 seasons, whereas if you look at Herbert, he played 32 games. That's a big chunk of games that he played more to get that many more touchdowns.
If you average that out per game for the first games, how's that going to come up to it then? But do the average then.
I hate that argument anyway.
All I'm doing, but see, that's the thing. You have to look at it that you can't.
Okay, well then do the average then and average it out and see what it'll be.
Crypto, you cannot compare an apple.
I'm not fucking screaming.
Yes, you are.
You are screaming.
No, fucking open your ears.
Well, hold on, Crypto. Hold on.
Turn down your fucking volume then.
And it's not even making any sense.
No, you turn down put the mute on then.
Hey, hold on, Crypto.
I'm not finna change because of you. I am who I am.
Good. Be who you are. I'm not gonna change either.
Thank you.
Wow.
Well, stop bitching about me yelling.
I love you, Crypto.
Hey, we get it. Listen, that's fine. We're just talking. All I'm saying, Ali, to that point, right? We got to look at the games. I get it. We do have to look at the game. But what we're doing then, we're blaming Justin Herbert and giving Tua an excuse. That's not Justin Herbert's fault that he was there for those games and Tua wasn't.
Well, congratulations, level 3 new. Congratulations.
That's what that is.
I agree.
You're listening.
But again, you're Cruz, you could say it's context, but what you're doing though is you're taking away Justin Herbert for playing those games. You're saying,
exactly. How you gonna punish the man?
It's not Justin Herbert's fault that he was available for 32 games and Tua only played 21. That's not Justin Herbert's fault though. Is all we're saying. I mean, how can I get the context? But how can we just the context is Tua played 21 games and just well, damn,
then you can say the same thing on the other side.
You
also take into consideration.
Okay, hail to the fucking Fuhrer, goddammit.
You got to also take into consideration that the Chargers were playing much less talented teams than Miami was.
No, they wasn't. They had the same schedule. Both teams are third place schedule.
The same schedule? That's ridiculous.
They was third place schedule. Both teams.
Let me ask you a question.
Both teams play a third place schedule.
Let me ask you a question.
Can you stop screaming so we can hear somebody else talk?
Open your goddamn ears.
I can't hear him because you keep screaming.
Crypto, that first
Well,
year.
focus, goddammit,
That
focus.
first year, Herbert got put into a position where he became the starter game 1 because of the punctured lungs to Tyrod Taylor, right? He stepped in. He did a hell of a job.
Why is he being blamed for punctured lungs?
Hang on. He stepped in.
Wow.
He had nobody behind him.
He played with a broken rib himself.
Listen, he had nobody behind him to actually.
I swear, the further we get away from an event, the more you motherfuckers gaslight. The further we get away.
He hit the ground running from that.
You guys make up platitudes.
The man played good.
You do all kinds of shit.
The man played good. Tua was still hurt. It wasn't until after I believe it was Seattle.
I bet you in the year 2037 in December, you motherfuckers will be saying he never played, and the motherfucker got ran over by a car. He raped babies. He drank the blood of freaking villains and all this other shit.
He's just gonna scream the whole fucking
Turn
time.
up, Crypto.
What deal with it, goddammit?
Crypto.
I am who I am, goddammit.
But his opportunity was different. His opportunity was different. Crypto.
Scream, nigga.
his opportunity was completely different. Crypto. Like Tua had to wait.
Oh yeah, and tell what's gonna be the story in 2037.
Tua has multiple Super
It's gonna
Bowls.
change again. It's gonna morph into something different.
That's going to be the story in 2037. Tua has multiple.
I highly doubt it because you want to know what? Do this exercise. Add 57 years to your current age right now. What age would you be? That turns us into the Chicago Cubs 2.0 and the difference in us winning a championship game to the next title. If we go 108 years between Super Bowls, we're the fucking 200. We're the fucking current 2000 Cubs. Goddammit. So guess what? I had to live that because of fucking we won the World Series in 2016 and I had to deal with a 108-year drought. But if this Miami Dolphin team go through that same drought, add 57 years to your current age right now, that puts you in 2080. Congratulations. You're going to have the same conversations in 2080. Thank you very much.
Turn up, Crypto.
Crypto.
Talk to me in 2080.
You got more? Oh shit. I knew you had a little bit more.
2080.
Yeah, because if we don't win a Super Bowl by then, we're officially the Chicago Cubs 2.0.
So it's a goddamn fool, Crypto.
Yeah.
Crypto,
So
whatever he's drinking, that shit.
Add more.
Try and do that exercise. Add 57 years to your life right now. Do that mental gymnastics. Do it.
I can't make it there.
What age would you be in a year in 57 years? I ain't got time to fucking wait. I ain't got time to fucking wait.
Even about anymore.
To add more to
Where we
Lewis's
at?
point,
What are we
though,
talking about?
just so we know, when we're looking at touchdowns per game, Tua had 1.1 touchdowns per game in his first season. In the second season, it was 1.3. Whereas if you look at Herbert, he averaged about 1.8 touchdowns per season. Or per game, I'm sorry.
Listen, man, pull up some stats. I'm not gonna lie. You beat Dan Marino's record.
You can't use
Right,
that.
the thing is, here's the reason I make. Hold on. The reason I make the argument about the games is that Dan Marino, who had close to these numbers in his first season, played almost the same amount of games than Tua did. So when you really look at it, technically Herbert's played more games. So I don't know if it's fair to. I question
you can't evaluate. You can evaluate it because, like you said, listen. Some of those games that Tua didn't play, it wasn't because he was hurt. It was a benching decision, or they were still waiting for Fitzpatrick to show what he had starting the season, right? Because he had a hell of a season the year before that. Not a hell of a season, but he was the leader of the team going into those 5 wins we won, and a lot of the guys respected him in the locker room. Parker, Gesicki, a lot of these guys had great seasons.
How many games did he get benched though?
I think it was like
Batman.
The beginning of the game was like 4, right? 4 or 5, because we got the bye week switched up from 11 to like 6, I think, because of the hurricane. So I think Tua came in what, week 6?
So talking about his rookie season?
His rookie season.
Yeah.
And then
he came in week 6,
and then the
right?
benching back and forth between he did get hurt throughout the season, right? I think he jammed his thumb on a helmet.
But you're talking about benching on games where he started. They just took him out. It's not like he didn't
That happened
play.
like twice. That happened twice.
The only time he didn't, but he got benched that we know of, or at least that I know of.
The Raiders game and like
was the Baltimore game.
The Baltimore game.
Right. So this narrative, like, he only played 21 games because he got benched.
Broncos too. The Broncos game too.
No, but he started that game. He
started it, but he got benched when Chubb was eating.
Well, because he was
Austin
playing
Jackson
horrible.
Batman, it was Denver.
Well, because he was
Chris
playing
Patrick threw
horrible.
an interception at the end of the game.
Again, but you can't say that he got benched or he got benched and he didn't. Again, in Denver, he got benched because he wasn't playing well. He got benched, but he did play.
Right.
It wasn't like he didn't start. There was only 2 games really that he got held out of all those games.
No,
So-
but at the beginning of the year too, Lewis, Fitzpatrick was still a starter. Remember that?
Yeah, but everybody even thought that Tua shouldn't have played the first season. We thought he was going to redshirt. So no one had a problem with those games that he missed.
But that's still games that were missed. It wasn't because he was hurt.
But
It was
that's not
games
because
he missed.
Well, again, but I think the organization wasn't going to play him. I think even the fan base, bro, nobody was.
I didn't want to play Tua all year. I didn't want to play him all year.
So again, because he didn't play, we like deem Justin Herbert for playing.
No, we're not deeming it, but like the stats, you can't, like Ali said, you can't compare it because of that, just because of that factor.
But okay, Batman, but what we can do is say honestly that even if Tua started all those games and they both played 32, Tua wasn't putting up those numbers?
Nah, he was hurt too, Louis.
Well, God damn it. Can we ever say anything then? How many times we're going to go?
We can.
I think that if Tua, hold on. I think that if Tua did play the amount of games that Herbert does, it's not going to be that much of a difference between the two.
You think we get 70 touchdowns, Alex?
No,
I think he surpasses Herbert
with the weapons we had.
I'll tell you why.
Tua put, hold on, Ali. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, he surpasses Herbert with Devontae Parker. Now I heard it all. Now
I think Tua puts.
Wow.
Nah,
I'm sorry, Alex.
And even Parker missed games that rookie.
I cannot believe I'm saying this, and you're the biggest Tua supporter, bro. Tua would outbeat, in my opinion, Herbert because of the fact that he throws a lot less interceptions than Herbert. That's in my opinion. So you have more chances.
With yardage?
You gotta evaluate everything. Yards, touchdowns.
Bro, he threw 10 interceptions this season. It's like like he throwing 30, like Jameis Winston, 30 and 30. Stop the nonsense.
5 versus 10 is a big difference, bro. I mean,
I think Tua.
Come on now, let's stop this nonsense, bro.
If Tua
turn up, God damn, y'all like we're the only team in the fucking universe. We can't even acknowledge what's good out there other than our own Earth. We heal Earth and we don't act like there's no Venus, there's Mars, there's no Pluto, there's no Uranus, there's no goddamn other stellar galaxies that might be in a collision course with ours. But yeah, we're the only one. And yeah, the Earth is goddamn flat.
Parker,
can I say something real quick?
And by the way, the Earth is flat.
Parker only played 14 games his rookie year, and then the following year, which is year 2 of Tua, when we had Waddle, he played 10 games. That man played 10 games, bro.
Oh, okay, but Batman, what I'm saying is that
was his number one weapon.
If Tua and Herbert played the same amount of games, Herbert beats.
It's not
Tua
just
in
that
the
factor.
touchdown.
You got to factor the receivers too. Your number one receiver's not playing.
I've factored that in too. Listen to what I'm saying. If Tua and Herbert play the same amount of games combined, Herbert will have more touchdowns, but Herbert would also have more picks, and also it wouldn't. I think Tua will put up at least 50.
All right, let me change this around, Alex, real quick. Let me change this around. Tua comes in 2020. Tua comes in 2020 to this Miami Dolphins team, and his receiver set is Mike Williams.
Jameis Winston, what, 30 interceptions? He still threw 4,000 yards. What they got to do with the yardage?
Tua comes into this team in 2020. He has Keenan Allen, and he has a Mike Williams, and he has a running back. What does Tua do, Crypto? What does he do in that year? What does he do?
What does he do?
What does he do stat wise? Does he? I'm not saying he got 70 or 60, whatever it was, but
if
is
he
it
has
more
what?
than if he has Keenan Allen, a running back, and Mike Williams? That's his offense.
He do what less than what Herbert did because Tyreek Hill and Waddle. Yes, because Tyreek Hill right now is and combined with Jalen Waddle is way better than what freaking Allen had. What Keenan Allen and freaking Mike Williams would ever be.
Nobody's debating that, Crypto.
So he already had the example on having elite top 10 receivers already. We have the example this year. Even if you say Tua gets those 36 touchdowns that he was projected to get, that's still shy of what Herbert output was. So what are we talking about?
You're saying Tua was the first year. He only gets 36 touchdowns? That's what you're saying?
That's what he was on pace for with the 2 best receivers in football.
I think 36.
So I'm giving him the 36. I'm not even crediting him with 25. I'm crediting him with 36, and it's still less than what Herbert did in a given season with less talent.
Okay, so 11 more touchdowns. That's what you're saying. It equates to playing a full season.
Oh come, that's
right, and that's if he goes in. That's if he gets another 3 out-of-body experience games like he did in Baltimore, because he only played 2 less games at the end of the season.
So automatically that makes Herbert better than Tua.
13 and a half.
I'm talking about the end of the. No. I'm talking about the end of the season, Batman. He only played 2 less games.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, I'm giving him that. So if I'm jumping up from 25 to 30, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt and saying he's throwing 5 in the last 2 games per game to get him to 36. It's still less than what Herbert did with less weapons.
So that makes Herbert a better quarterback then.
By
Just
definition,
he 11 more touchdowns.
No, that makes him a better quarterback because he's a better quarterback. By definition.
The year Jameis Winston had 30 touchdowns, I think Aaron Rodgers
That's
had what?
30. But he threw 30 interceptions too. But y'all acting like Herbert threw 40 interceptions just because he threw 1 or 2 interceptions in the fourth quarter of a game.
He's thrown a lot.
And somehow that equates to 40 interceptions.
He's thrown a lot more than that in the fourth
for
quarter.
the season.
He has thrown a lot more.
He leads the NFL in fourth quarter interceptions.
Okay, that means the overall total NFL interceptions must be obviously low because his total for the year is not like it's that significant. Which one is it? Is he throwing 30 interceptions in the season or what?
Herbert is not a better
quarterback. Yeah, y'all like to put that fourth quarter stat out there as if that's the end all and be all.
But that's clutch.
That's not the case.
That's a clutch moment. I'm not saying that's the end to be all, but it is
okay.
A
When your team is down and you rank 32nd in defense or whatever, okay, you throwing a lot of high risk passes. Okay, what do you do? Congratulations.
Tua had a shit defense last year, but also put up.
Oh, the Chargers have always been ranked dead last in defense, but his whole career. What are you talking about?
I mean, he's
always playing catch up.
They were injured last year, but they had guys. They had guys on that team. I mean, they were injured last year.
Evidently, the probability of him throwing a pick is high anyway.
J.C. Jackson went
because
down early.
if you're constantly playing catch up, you're going to be playing high risk quarterbacking.
But
all I remember is
John Elway threw a lot of nobody bitched and complained about John Elway throwing fourth quarter interceptions at a high rate, or Brett Favre throwing interceptions at a high rate. Brett Favre, a Hall of Fame quarterback, threw damn near as many interceptions he did through touchdowns. What are we talking about here?
By the
way, touchdown
interception
ratio was just 2-1.
When we played the Chargers last year, their defense was ranked worse than ours.
Look at this comment, Ali.
What's the comment? Oh.
Yeah, they was ranked Shake Money. You're right. They were.
He definitely will be the next Phillip Rivers.
Big arm, regular season quarterback, but can't do much in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, one playoff berth. Well, we got it. We get it because we're the only ones in the cosmos. We're the only one in the cosmos. We only one sits a zone. The flat earthers have won again.
Record, though, in his career? Didn't Marino have a better winning percentage in the playoffs?
Marino had a better winning percentage.
I could have sworn Marino actually was over 500 in wins losses. I could have sworn Marino had a very good record in the playoff.
Yeah, but
even though he never went to the Super Bowl,
his ribs were broken. That's what they're going to.
No, his first 2 years he had a high winning percentage when he made the Super Bowl that year.
Listen,
we're talking about his first 3 seasons compared to Herbert.
I'm not trying to shit on Herbert. I like
Marino
Herbert.
had a higher percentage because he went to the Super Bowl.
I'm just saying this, Crypto. Whether we base it on Tua, base it on Herbert, base it like this. The Miami Dolphins are going to have more Super Bowls when Herbert and Tua retire, and Tua is going to be a part of this team, and he's going to lead this team. And Tua is going to get more championships than
and
Herbert.
That's fine. Those are all projections. We're saying it as if it's already a reality, and we're bitching about a man's contract.
No, I'm not bitching about the contract. I think the contract is pretty good.
I just don't like. I'm not going to lie. I'm biased. I don't like Herbert. I think he's overhyped personally. I think he folds under pressure and throws away games very easily that matter mostly, and that's just my opinion. Bro.
Let me take a quick poll. I want to ask everybody. I want to take a quick poll right now. If
that's fine, that's fine because
if you have to choose, and you couldn't choose Tua, all right? You couldn't choose Tua, all right? And I ask everybody. I'm going to start Crazy Dolphin. I'm going to call Mounty. I'm going to go around, and everybody in chat. If you didn't have Tua never existed, and we had the option to have right now, based on what you've seen so far, either Herbert or Trevor Lawrence, who would you have between those two?
What's the question?
If Tua never existed, and we're the Miami Dolphins, you have the ability to trade for one of these guys or draft, or not. You can't draft them because based on what you've seen so far in the NFL, would you take Herbert or would you take Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence.
I go with Trevor Lawrence.
I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Trevor Lawrence too, bro.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more upside. I think his mechanics are better, and under the tutelage of who's their coach over there at Jacksonville?
The one from the Eagles.
Doug Peterson.
Doug Peterson, former Miami Dolphin, right?
Hey,
I'm going with him, bro.
Hey, Batman,
That's
I'm
what
going to
going
send you something. I'm going to send you something that was very interesting in about 2 seconds. I want you to put this up.
Okay.
You're gonna what? You're gonna do what, Alex?
I'm going to send you something in about 2 minutes. I want you to put this up.
Alex, I'm not gonna post anything. You gotta tell me what it is.
I could say it's easy to say Trevor Lawrence, but
So
guess what? I was the only one on that island that said that
it's the
Jacksonville was
completion
going to have the
percentage.
turnaround season they had.
It's completion
That's
percentage.
true. I agree with you, Crypto. You were the only one.
Actually, I think I put it.
I'm right
No,
there
did I
with
put
you.
up in the jumbotron early in the space? No, I didn't. It's the completion percentage based by Warren Ship. Completion percentage in the red zone.
We know Tua's up there. We know that.
But this is interesting that you guys really should take a look at. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
I think we've seen it.
So to answer your question, Batman, I'm gonna go with Trevor Lawrence. I think he has way more upside. In fact, had he had a much better, like, in my opinion, real NFL coach, not Urban Meyer, who even in his later days of being an Ohio State coach, I don't think he really was much of a head coach, in my opinion, specifically at the quarterback position. I think he could give a run for the money. I think he could have given Herbert a run for his money when it comes to stats.
I'll tell you this. A lot of people don't give credit. Again, I'm not trying to make excuses for Herbert, but look, Herbert, Tua, and Burrow, they all had trash offensive lines when they came into the league. That's one thing I gotta get. All three had trash offensive lines. Burrow and Herbert had weapons, but they all had equally trash offensive lines. Herbert had one thing. This year. Herbert had one thing that I gotta give credit when credit is due, and this man doesn't get his flowers, and that's his quarterback coach, his rookie year. I believe he ended up going to Houston after that, and he helped the quarterback there. I know he's not a world mover, but that quarterback, if somebody can remind me his name, his QB coach,
Pep Hamilton.
You're talking about Pep Hamilton, yeah.
Yes, Pep Hamilton.
Yeah.
Pep Hamilton, he helped develop Herbert a little bit, and then he went with a guy, I think it was a 3rd round pick, I think in Houston, a 4th round pick, and he helped that guy. And a lot of people were saying he was better than Tua. Yeah, Mills. A lot of people last year, the year before this one, they were saying he was better than Tua. So stat wise, so obviously Pep Hamilton is doing something right in this league. He's doing something right. So Burrow, he had the consistency of his head coach. He's had that since he came into the league. He's had that coach that believed in him, weapons, obviously, blah, blah, blah. Tua had to work a little bit different. They built a nasty defense around Tua, but the offense was just held back. They never gave him weapons. Parker was your guy. I mean, Waddle came in. Waddle tore up. We haven't seen some shit like that since Landry, and even then it was better than Landry. But it took some time for Tua to get weapons. And now, yes, you're right, Crypto. Tua has arguably the best weapons in the league when it comes to receivers, right? And if A-Chain steps up, shit, you can argue that we have the best offense weapons for Tua compared to Burrow and Herbert. We could make that argument. But I just think I don't want to shit on Herbert because I think the guy could get better. Obviously he had issues with his coaching last year. Ribs were hurt, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I know it. Listen, those are all facts. His receivers were hurt. Now, I think he could be better than what he did last year. I do. But I think when it's all said and done, and like you said, it's speculation. When it's all said and done, who's going to have the better career? It's going to be Tua. Tua's going to have the better career.
You're taking Trevor Lawrence over Herbert, Batman?
Yeah, hell yeah, I am. Hell yeah.
I wouldn't do that at the moment.
Y'all,
I would still take Herbert.
Y'all are in y'all's feelings and y'all are showing it. There is no fucking way in hell y'all are sitting up here and telling me that y'all are taking Trevor Lawrence over Justin Herbert. There is no.
It's a 60% to 70% people picking Trevor
of
over.
course, this is a Miami fan base panel.
Stop. You guys are working
Batman,
with feelings,
put that tweet up that I just sent you. Put that tweet up.
Batman, you know good well.
I gotta open up this stuff.
Talking about y'all would take Trevor Lawrence over just.
Guys, I want you to look at this. Right?
I'm almost certain if it was Trevor Lawrence that got the bag and he beat us in a crucial game that started our losing streak, it would be different. The opinions would be different.
Trevor Lawrence.
I'm sure
also
Trevor
has
Lawrence
a
would have
better.
did that.
Trevor Lawrence's QB rating is higher too than Justin Herbert last season as well.
Yeah, because we didn't suffer a recent loss to them, even though we did during the last 3 years. But since it wasn't recent enough, people could forgive what happened against the Jaguars in London versus what happened recently against the Chargers.
The thing is,
well, it doesn't have anything to do with that. We all explained.
There's a lot to do with the freaking judgment, that is skewed opinion,
and you chose
because the fact that was a big game, and nobody's giving him credit for it. No one's giving him credit for it. I'm not in my feelings about shit because I don't give a damn.
And shit, and your guy's mad as hell right now.
I don't give a shit. He asked the fucking question.
This is gonna be very hard.
Guys,
to
look at this, right?
It's hard to.
He asked the question, and we answered the question.
But Alex, we know this. We know Warren Sharp.
Last time I checked, the price of Bitcoin went up this morning. I made $5,000.
I've been telling you this for 3 years. Tua's king in the red zone.
Why are you upset then? You should be happy.
He's king.
Because I don't give a shit about what's going on in Miami.
Herbert.
Oh look, 32%.
32% with Derek Carr.
Oh my God! And Herbert's a better quarterback. Ooh.
Well,
Trevor Lawrence also was able to put up the numbers that he did with lesser talented wide receivers.
Where's Trevor Lawrence at?
The only wide receiver you can really name on this receiving core is Christian Kirk.
You got some.
You're right. Yeah. What? And now he's got
He has some feedback.
The guy from Atlanta. Who's that?
Calvin Ridley. Yeah, he just got him. Ridley. He just got him. But prior to that, he didn't have anybody.
I think it's Irving.
Oh, he had that $81 million receivers that everybody was crying about.
You got some
Christian
feedback,
Kirk.
Irving.
That's it. That's the only person he had, and he's not even a top-rated receiver.
Man, when I don't have feedback.
No, but we're hearing ourselves. We're hearing ourselves.
Bryson,
you have like YouTube.
Calvin Ridley didn't play last year.
Calvin Ridley is going to be fire for Jacksonville, man. They're going to be a different team this season.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley. Hey, listen, I saw that pass that Trevor did to Calvin Ridley. It was today or yesterday. Calvin Ridley's going to make a big difference, man. He's going to make a big difference.
They took advantage of Tennessee's injuries and the precipitous collapse at the end of the season, a 4-game loser streak that allowed them to squeak into the playoffs with a putrid division. They just took advantage of a collapse.
Which team?
Tennessee does not scare
the Jaguars.
Oh, okay.
What?
Tennessee
Who gives
does not
a shit
scare
whether or
me
not
one
they
bit.
scare you or not? The point is, the fact of the matter remain is that was the situation in the freaking context of what happened on those two teams at the end of last season. We're not going to forget there. Get selective amnesia. Get selective amnesia. Pretend like Tennessee wasn't in first place and commanded that division when they was fully healthy.
They took advantage of it. Isn't that what you're supposed to do in the NFL? Take advantage of
Okay, they took advantage of it. Let's not sit up there and get selective amnesia, not give the context of it. When I told y'all, I was the only one that said Jacksonville was going to be the brand new team to make the playoffs. Y'all were saying no because y'all was still in y'all feels about them beating us in London.
Crypto, that means they're
Because that's exactly what y'all was doing. Y'all was downplaying Jacksonville because y'all was still in y'all feelings about the prior year. And now y'all in y'all feelings right now about the prior year with the Chargers. That's exactly what's going on here. I see what's going on here. That's exactly what you're doing.
Please.
Y'all getting in the feels based on what's going on the very previous season recently.
If you're the only one screaming.
What are you talking about,
Crypto? That's who the fuck I am. What are you talking about?
Crypto, who's in their feelings about the London game? I don't.
Y'all was because y'all was downplaying the Jacksonville Jaguars being a brand new team that's going to make the playoffs the following year.
Crypto.
That's exactly what went on. They're like, oh no, Jacksonville is going to be in the lottery again. And that's what was happening. And then now the same thing is going on with the Chargers. Oh, they're going to be a lottery team. Oh, they're going to be this. They're going to be that.
The moment Trevor Lawrence stepped foot into
and y'all was shitting all over Jacksonville too. I remember these conversations. Bro. Y'all was shitting on them about the Christian Kirk payout when he got his $81 million. You guys was shitting on about him, saying he's overpaid. You overpaid him, and all this other bullshit.
He definitely is overpaid.
No, he's not overpaid. He got paid market value, and it paid off in the playoffs.
Who, Herbert? He's not a number one receiver, even though he showed it last year. But
he's number one in that roster at the time they picked him.
Yes, you're right. He is number one right now, but he's definitely not a number one pure receiver.
He don't have to be. That was the market value.
So I want to ask you guys a question. Oh my god,
bro, Crypto, he's not a.
Hey, Spider-Man, you be careful with your goddamn question.
Okay, you don't perceive that he's a number one. The point is, they paid him what they thought he was worth at the time.
The moment Trevor Lawrence walked into that Jacksonville building,
you know what?
The whole team changed.
I might not ask you if you might be controversial.
Just ask it.
No, the moment freaking Finger Myers walked in the building, they freaking changed, and then they went downhill.
Myers destroyed that team. They lucky he got fired, or else he was going to destroy that team even further than what it was. Jacksonville took advantage of Tennessee's mistakes, and that makes them a better team than Tennessee. And this year, it's going to prove that
just make them walking through a door that was open. That's what that means.
So they're a better team then.
Not necessarily.
Just like the Dolphins are a better team than the Jets because they made the playoffs.
They walked through a door that Tennessee left wide open.
So let me ask you a question. So
and you guys get selective amnesia about the circumstances surrounding their team. You guys are on this tirade that all of a sudden Derrick Henry is going to be traded by middle season because you're lusting, you're bloodthirsty for him, and then you want to say that they're going to freaking be dismantling that team when they're 2 years away from an AFC championship team. Come on, my fucking lord, bro!
Right there, Dolphins for life.
So let me ask you a question, Crypto. So if a quarterback, their starter gets hurt. Oh wait, actually, prime example. Trent Green gets hurt in the Rams game. Kurt Warner comes in, leads it to the Super Bowl, wins it. So that means Trent Green is a better quarterback than Kurt Warner is, right?
What's that got to do with the price of beer in Germany?
Because that's exactly what you're saying about Jackson.
I'm laughing at the comment, man. The comment's ridiculous.
The comments are shit.
What's that got to do with the price of beer in Germany?
Chat. These guys are fucking phenomenal.
What does Germany have to do with that?
Dolphins for life said, "Ghost tell Crypto stories at the campfire."
Dude, Crypto. Trent Green got hurt, and Kurt Warner came in and took the team to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl.
Exactly, but Trent Green was unreliable because of his health injury history.
Oh my!
He's unreliable from a durability standpoint, so they made the right decision.
A better quarterback than Kurt Warner is, even though Kurt Warner took the team to the Super Bowl. Makes sense.
No one's saying that Trent Green is a better quarterback.
So that means
you're putting words in my mouth.
Bring some logic in here.
Jacksonville, they won a division last year. Is not a better team than freaking Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm not announcing them as the clear-cut favorite in the division. That's what I'm saying. By definition, they only walked through the door because Tennessee
came back from they walked in the playoffs and it came back for a 27-point.
If Tennessee doesn't open the door, they're on the outside looking in. Bottom line.
They came back for
Bottom line, Tennessee opened the door and they just simply walked through it. What part did you not understand about that?
There's more planets out
there. They took advantage of a weakened team and they won a division. Give credit where credit's due. Give Jacksonville the flowers for doing it.
I'm not taking credit from Jacksonville. I'm just giving you the circumstance surrounding how they did it. What's wrong with acknowledging the circumstances surrounding how they did it?
Oh shit! I needed this today.
And then Jacksonville comes back for 27 points down to win the wild card round and move on to the divisional playoff.
And who did they lose to?
They lost to in the second round. I think they lost to
This is crazy, right? Bro. This is crazy, bro.
Was it 60?
No, they lost to the eventual Super Bowl champions. Like I said, the only one team could win the championship.
Mr. Fox laughing. Mr. Fox.
I got no fucking idea what's going on.
I don't know, bro. You guys are arguing about Trent Green. Y'all killing me.
Yo, I got no fucking idea what it's
about Trent Green.
I'm dying, bro. I'm dying, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to hold it back. But y'all killing me.
Crypto, we just, me and you just made a we just did a comedy.
You guys made my day, man. You guys made my day
Hey,
for
man.
real, bro. I
You guys
appreciate
ran
you
away
guys.
with it.
I appreciate
Hey,
you. That was funny,
Crypto, man. Crypto, we just
Turn up, crypto. Turn up, goddammit.
Especially Louis is killing me, man.
I found.
Hey, this is a definitely a podcast for sure, bro.
Yo, and this whole time, Irv been trying to ask a question. He can't get it. He can't. He got no time.
I had my early
Irvin.
morning coffee already. I've had my early morning coffee.
Go ahead, Irvin. My bad, bro.
Hey, man. Listen, I gotta go.
Go ahead, bro.
Salute to everybody in chat and you guys on panel, man. You guys have made my day, man. You guys have made my day. I needed this, man. I needed
this
this.
might erupt.
I'm out of coffee.
Oh God, man.
I'll get you some more coffee.
Thank God you're out of coffee.
I'm afraid to ask this question. And this might
Just
erupt
ask it,
into
bro.
a
Come
bad
on.
sport.
Just ask it, bro. Just
All
ask
right,
it.
so I saw this
Put myself on
on PFF Ryan Smith, right? And I saw something very close. I don't know if you guys talked about it in the space today, right? I was looking at Christian Wilkins and Zach Zeiler, right? Hold on, let me see if it's here.
Bryson said, "Crypto, whatever you ate or drank tonight, make sure you do it again next panel."
For sure.
Nah, Crypto
All
killed
right,
it
here we
today, but I
go.
gotta give him credit, man.
I
You guys hear me
will. I
now?
will, Bryson. I will. I'm out. I'm low on. I'm low on it.
Check it.
All right, here we go. I found it. Right? Okay,
We get the key.
Batman. You want me to show? You want me to send you the picture on your Twitter so you
Who's
can
that?
show it on? So you
Yeah,
can put it on
send
the
it to
screen?
me. Send it to me
Who's
because
that?
I know if you
I'll
read
send
out
it
the
to you, I'll
stats,
send it.
I know Lewis is gonna get pissed off of you. I like the
Yeah,
stats. I'm a
yeah.
stat numbers guy. I'm a numbers guy. But Lewis is gonna throw a
Who's that?
fit if you start throwing numbers.
I
Right
mean,
now.
it's
Yeah,
a
I
part of
know.
evaluation.
He's
I
gonna
don't
call me.
understand why we hate
He's gonna
stats
call
so
me
much.
Kendall, right?
What?
I'm a Kendall.
Yeah, Kendall.
Nintendo.
Jesus
Hell
Christ.
no.
I haven't laughed this hard in a long time, man. Jesus.
The light skinned Kindle, Urban.
The
Yeah,
light-skinned
Irvin is
Kendall.
definitely the light-skinned Kendall for real.
Yo, for y'all people in the
Oh,
chat, y'all gotta
Didi,
get
what's
on
up,
our
Didi?
these Twitter spaces we be on.
My
This
bad,
is
Didi.
wild.
I'm
This
on
is
another
wild.
level right now.
Oh
Oh
my
my
goodness.
God.
All right, check your DMs, Batman.
I'm on the podcast right now. Is that the little one?
Man.
Oh, is that Tony? I thought that was the baby. I thought that was the baby.
Oh no, I saw this. You're
I'm
gonna
sorry,
get people
Tony,
mad
my
with
bad,
this,
bro.
Irving. You're gonna get people pissed off right now in the chat,
I
right
told
here
you.
on the panel.
Who's gonna get mad about it? What is
I
that?
know
Number
Lewis
one
is
and
gonna
number
get.
five?
I don't
think
see it.
Lewis-
What are you talking about,
I'm gonna
Batman?
put it up right now. I'm gonna put it up. I saw this the other day. I just didn't want to.
Because I think this is very, very interesting, bro.
Okay, so it says
Oh, yeah.
NFL interior defenders most defensive stops since 2021 regular season only. Christian Wilkins ranks number 1 with 98 stops. Pass stops 18. That's a little low, but run stops he had 80. Zach Zeiler's 5. So this is what I was saying. This is the
They're
stat that
identical
I
almost.
keep mentioning. I keep mentioning this stat for the last 7 months. I've been
Go
saying
Dolphins.
Wilkins was ranked first and Zeiler was ranked 5th. I keep saying it. And Zeiler only had 75% of the snaps. They're saying 79.
Right,
But
exactly.
He had 79. Wilkins had 98. But those are impressive numbers. That's why I like what Zach Zeiler did. I'm impressed, but I want to see him have a little bit more of a workload this year. I want to see him what he has to offer. If he has similar workload to Christian Wilkins and his numbers are staggering over Wilkins, then we have a situation who we bring back.
My bad, guys.
But if they both, I mean, if his snap count goes higher, I know that we all want to see what Raekwon has to offer. But if his snap count goes a little from that, they're saying 79.
Batman,
I
I'll be
remember
back,
it was
right?
like, all right, I remember it was like 75.3, I think.
Those stats right there don't help y'all's argument with Christian Wilkins.
That's what I'm saying.
That goes to my narrative that the drop off. Your guys are talking about pay Christian Wilkins 20 plus million.
Drop off.
The drop off is not drastic.
5
It's
million
not
though.
much.
5 million. Though,
It's not much.
So
That's what I'm
again,
saying.
I think if Zach Zeiler gets more opportunities, I think he would just be more not a better player than Christian Wilkins, but he can give you the same production as Christian Wilkins.
You're talking about on defense, yeah, on defense,
great
absolutely.
Not for the whole team, but on defense, yeah, I can see the production there on defense. But I want to see him get more production closer to Wilkins because who was it? It was what's this guy? Not Kyle Krabs, the guy from the Dolphins, our own guy. What's his name? He works for the Dolphins. Damn, that Kyle Krabs replaced him. Unlocked on Dolphins. What's his name? Help me out. I'm drawing a blank right
Travis
now.
Wingfield.
Travis Wingfield said he did a deep dive since 2016. A combo of 2 defensive tackles. There's nothing compared to what Wilkins and Zeiler did last year together. There hasn't been a combination of 2 guys on the same team right next to each other since 2016. The force is deadly when they're together. Right. And that's not shitting on anybody, but so I wanted to at least have it for this year. I want to have it for this year, and then we could fight about it. Who gets the money?
Right. So Batman. So they should be deadly as a duo this year, right? Just this year.
Yeah. 100%.
But if you're Chris Greer, you got to make a tough decision for next year.
Yeah.
So next year, if you're Chris Greer, you're in the front office, and you got to make a decision. Who gives you your best value? So in terms of
it goes back to what the money's gonna be, because even if we don't think Zeiler's worth 15 mil and we are at 10, 12 mil, I think everybody at that point will be like, yeah, hell yeah, you're gonna save what 6, 8 mil and you can get Zeiler and the production similar. Yeah, you can save 8 mil. Yeah,
the production is similar.
But if Zeiler is if the hype again, we're going by the hypothetical, right? If the hypothetical really is 15 for Zeiler right now,
Batman El Capitan wants the link. Batman, sorry.
And Wilkins is 18, 20, and you're talking about as a $3-5 million difference. I'm taking Wilkins. But if you're telling me that his actual, what he's gonna command is 12, hell yeah, I can see why you guys would make the argument. The only reason why I say 15, because that is the number that's being thrown out within the last month or 3 weeks that people have been saying. I don't think it's 15. I know Cap doesn't believe it's 15. I know Lewis doesn't believe it's 15. I don't think anybody really believes it's 15, but that is the number that's being thrown out that Wilkins is not Wilkins, but Zeiler's will command. But if Zeiler comes down, if that price is lower, you guys make a hell of an argument. I'm not gonna fight it. I'm not gonna fight you. I'd rather allocate that $8 million to somebody on the offensive line. Go get me Dalton Risner. I'll take him.
And that's the point. Money. Because
I'd rather take him.
When you're the general manager, you have to think for what you have to think what's best for the team and who gives you your best value. And Zeiler is a guy that puts up very similar production to Christian Wilkins in less snaps, right? He's getting less playing time and he's put up nearly similar production. And with the money that you can get with Zach Zeiler, you can address other positions such as linebacker, such as center, such as left tackle. So I think you as a GM, you have to think, right, what's best for my team. And I think signing a guy like Christian, like a Zach Zeiler, I think he's going to save me the most money.
By like a year or two.
And he's the best bang for your buck.
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna fight you with that. The question is, what really is the number? That's the question. What really is the number on Zeiler? Then we can make the argument. If Zeiler's at 15, I'm telling you, I'm staying with Wilkins. But if Zeiler's really at 10, 12, 11, shit, yeah, I can't fight anybody on that argument. You guys have.
I think you can get Zeiler for less, homie. I think you can get Zeiler. Yeah, I think you can get Zeiler on a 3-year extension for like 36 mil. I'm telling you, dude, you can get Zeiler at a nice deal. Yes, and you know what? Zach Zeiler in the last 3 years has 9 sacks. He had 3.5 last year.
Wow.
Christian Wilkins, I'm telling you guys, do not make the mistakes. I love Christian Wilkins and the other part of his game, what he brings as an effort guy, as a guy who brings the energy. That's great. But that is not worth more than $9 million next to the next guy, because that's how much more money his price point is to Zach Zeiler. You're going to save $9 million.
If it's that low, I won't fight. I won't fight anybody on that. If it's that low, if it's 9-8 mil you save, I won't fight anybody on that. But you're telling me if
9-8.
it's 5-3,
I'm telling you,
best.
$9 mil guaranteed each of the next 3 years. You're talking $27 million guaranteed with like a 38 or a $40 million contract with incentives. I'm telling you, dude, that guy.
But let me ask you this, Cap: if
deal.
you can make it work to have both, if you can make it, because you saw the numbers that damn, drawing a blank again.
Wilkins.
His name. Those two since
Wilkins.
2016, we haven't had a duo in the NFL since 2016 with those type of numbers that they both had last year. We haven't.
No, I agree. I listen. I think that's great. That's cool, but I mean, I don't know, man. Look, if I can keep both, sure. But Christian Wilkins wants top dollar, dog. That's it. I don't blame him. He's a first-round pick, 13th overall. He wants top dollar. He's a great team leader. There's a million and one things. And as far as a value point, if you're an organization and you're signing, Zach Sealer on the free agent market, it's not the selling point or the impact that Christian Wilkins would be to your fan base and to what you're planning on building. Now, could they have stat-wise the same impact? For sure, but I'm just talking about I think it gets lost upon us when we're trying to make very smart analytical decisions that this is an entertainment industry as well. And when you're looking at things for the entertainment part of it on Christian Wilkins and what value that has, it's put him out of my price point, but I understand why he's in that price point, because it's no different that if like the Raiders wanted to redo their defense sucks, and next year they bring in a defensive coordinator and he wants Christian Wilkins, and that's the big free agent signing. It'll be the impact that's worth the money, not to me. Not on this team, not with what we got going on. Give me Zach Seiler, give me Raekwon, and what I'm paying both of them in guaranteed money is still probably $1 million or $2 million less a year than what Christian Wilkins alone is going to get in guarantees.
I get you. Everybody, let's welcome Dr. Reggie. What's going on, Dr. Reggie?
What up, Doctor?
What up, Batman? Thank you for having me, bro.
Appreciate
What's up, Dr.
by.
Reggie?
What up, fam? Everybody good?
What's up, Dr. Reg?
It's all good, baby. Appreciate you guys having me.
There we go. We talking about Wilkins right now. We were fighting about Herbert. Some of us, talking about his contract. Some of us, talking about Trevor Lawrence. If Tua never existed, would you pick Trevor Lawrence or Herbert if you could do it for the Dolphins based on what they've done so far?
I'm taking Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor?
Yeah.
Me too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But to give pushback on Cap, I think number one, and then Lewis and I have had this discussion, I don't think he's going to get 20 to 25. I think he's going to get about 15 to 16 with the incentives. And I would rather have Christian Wilkins at that price, 15 to 16, over Raekwon and Zach Sealer. I know what they bring to the table, but when you're talking about Christian Wilkins, you're talking about somebody that's family, who breathes the Dolphins. He gets after it. He's a team guy, and he plays. The guy just plays. Obviously, we look at set numbers from the D tackle position. I think that in the ranking, he was around 11th. Based on, I think that's a fair assessment.
Dr. Reg, I'm gonna give you pushback. That's it. I got to push back now. You're using your Dolphin fandom heart with this guy. You're thinking he's gonna. Yes, you are. You're saying he'll take less money because he's a team guy. That is not what's gonna happen. If his price point was 16 mil guaranteed, he'd be signed now. That's the facts. I'm telling you, he'd already been there. He's looking to be inside that top 10 and getting what the contemporaries are. And that's a minimum of 19 million. It's now that it hasn't happened yet with all the late signings, you're looking at 20 to 21 million.
Well, the only thing that I would say is every player has a number that they want, but his price point. Do you think any other team is going to pay him 20 million?
No.
Yes, I do. I think if he were to go into free agency next year, has the same year he did statistics wise with the Dolphins, and just gets into the playoffs for a game or
like
two.
A contender or like a Houston Texans team?
To me, the perfect marriage with a guy like Wilkins showing up would be a team that has a young quarterback, is rebuilding their defense, needs an identity on defense. Well, the Texans may be a suitor, but like I'm just saying, I'm just
I
thinking
don't think
that's
that anybody's going to pay him that with the sack.
I guarantee it.
Now, if the
I'm
sack
telling you.
numbers jump up,
Patriots,
then he gets it. If the
That'd be
sack
scary.
numbers don't jump up, then I don't think that anybody's going to pay a D tackle with no sacks that type of money.
I'm sure that teams like within our division, if whether it's Zyler or Wilkins, they hit the market, they're gonna go after these guys.
Yes,
in our division.
Patriots be the first one.
Of course.
If either one of them hits the
been
market,
doing it for
they're going after them. They're going after them for sure.
Patriots
Now
been
whether
doing
they
it for
come
years.
down on their own price of 20 mil,
Jets
whatever it
ain't
is,
gonna buy him. Bills ain't gonna buy him. They just signed D tackles, both of them. That ain't happening.
extended
And the Patriots maybe, but to me, they would get outbid by any team throwing their hat in the ring because they're just not that way. So he wouldn't stay in the division.
So
to
you're
me,
saying
it's
that the sack numbers won't matter to everybody else?
so it not you're not wrong, okay, in that the sack numbers won't matter. But here's something, and listen, you're a Dolphins fan, so you know what I'm going to say when I start saying it like this. Do not underestimate the desperation of another franchise and what they're willing to do to either A, save their job, whether it's management or a coach, B, as the management or an ownership to pitch hope to their fan base. When you want to get a new identity on defense, a new identity for a football team, Christian Wilkins is such a sellable commodity in a purchasing side of this scenario because he's charismatic. The cameras will be on him. He can sell that hopium to that fan base and then some. The reason, and that's what he was when we first got him, and how he was on now. It's a little bit less because of all the superstars we have studded on this team, and Tyreek Hill's out in front, but they don't have Tyreek Hill on a team that's purchasing him, and that's my point. And he would probably break the bank. He'd probably get $24 million a year guaranteed, and that's just a fact. I know you guys don't see what I'm saying, but it would totally happen.
I just think that when you sell a defensive tackle, you start selling him with sacks first.
For sure. But I mean, dude, we've been on free agent markets with these retools on offense, retools on defense. You see how these football organizations can sell that this is the next great. I mean, bro, look no further than when we got Will Fuller. That was it. We're gonna be lighting it up. Blah 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 blah. Did he even play? You know what I'm saying? It's just.
Well, we can't. We can't really use Will Fuller as the measuring stick because I'm in Houston, and Will Fuller was one hell of a deep threat receiver.
Oh yeah. Well, that's not what I'm saying because he was a good weapon.
And got hurt.
Yeah, but I'm saying my point to that, Reg, is not so much what the output was after the purchase, as much as when you purchase them. Yeah, you're expecting them to play and live up to the money, but like what the organization uses that purchase for: jersey sales, selling tickets, convincing the fans that this is something, whatever. Trying to have an identity, all this nonsense, these key bubble words that these business corporations use. It's Christian Wilkins fits that mold where he can be brought in, be worth, something, and the fan base be excited to have him and him get his money. It's a win-win all the way around if he were to leave.
Listen, the fact of the matter is the biggest thing is, right? And it's from the organizational standpoint, from the Miami Dolphins, when they look at it, you have a guy behind Christian Wilkins that can give you the same amount of production.
You don't know yet. We got to see the snap count.
No. Again, the fact of the matter is that every metric you see, Zach Seiler is right behind Christian Wilkins. And I use that same argument, Batman, when you look at it. You take Tua Tagovailoa, right, off this team, and you input Skylar Thompson. Not saying Skylar Thompson's bad, but you can feel that drop off. You can feel that on the field, right?
Yeah.
You take Christian Wilkins off the field and you insert Zach Seiler, you're going to miss Christian Wilkins, right? But you're not going to feel him like that. The defense is not going to. The defense is not going to fall apart, and that's the difference. So
yeah, but what about the team though?
But what about the team? The team is not going to.
The whole team
not going nowhere.
Again,
no. It's not going nowhere.
You're not thinking like
the fact of the matter
go ahead, Louis. My bad. Go ahead. Finish.
If Christian Wilkins wants 18, 19 million, or let's say 17, 18 million, and let's say for the sake of argument, you can get Zach Seiler for 9 to 10, like Cap is saying. I agree. Bro, it's a $7 to $8 to $9 million difference.
I'm not fighting you with that. I just don't think that's going to be the number. That's too low of a number.
No. That is exactly what it is, though. That's what it is.
So this this 15 mil that came out on another YouTube, it's fake.
Okay, what YouTube? I don't know what you're talking about. What YouTube?
YouTube that's well connected that a lot of people watch. They said 15 mil.
I don't believe that.
No, and that's not what I heard anyhow. That's not what I heard anyhow. What I heard
prior to a month ago, I heard between 8 and 12, and we were all in agreement until I heard this 15 the other day.
Yeah.
Well, I don't believe he's asking for 50. There's no way from what he's getting paid to making 15 million. That's too much of a jump.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this, Louis. That man has another season like he just did right now, and he has
you're
more
talking about
snap
Zach
counts.
Seiler wants 15 million?
Yes, that's what came out like a month ago.
No. It was what it was is that the Dolphins offered Christian Wilkins 15 to 16.5 million.
No, yeah, we know that. We know that. We're talking about Seiler. We're talking about Seiler.
The Seiler talk?
15.
No way.
I don't believe it, but that's the number that came out, and I was shocked when I saw it.
Well, Batman, see, this is the first time.
But Louis, let me ask you this: Seiler has another season like this. His snap count goes higher. He gets better stats, even better than what he just did. Next season, is he worth 15?
That's why you don't play again, Batman. That's why you don't play with this. I never heard someone break it down like that, but I agree 1,000% with El Capitan. If you sit down Zach Seiler right now and say, listen, Zach, we got a 3-year extension worth 27 guaranteed. That's $9 million a year. We got 27 guaranteed on, let's say, a $38 million deal, right? Let's just say 3 years, $38 million, but 27 of that is guaranteed. Zach Seiler signing that tomorrow.
That's it, buddy. That's the deal I expect.
Down $27 million guaranteed for the next 3 years. He's not turning that down. So to your point, Batman, I don't let him play and get better this season. So we have to pay him 12 to 15 million. I'm signing him now.
You can incentivize it to go up to 11, 12 million dollars if he reaches a certain amount of production.
Bro,
Spotrac has him at basically 10 mil a year. So it's doable. It's doable right now. It's doable right now.
3 years, again. Shout out to El Capitan.
But they had Wilkins at 15.3 though. Back in January. So
I still rather have Zach Seiler for 9.
For sure, Louis.
Guess what that leaves you? Guess what that leaves you to, boys? That leaves you with $4 million a year in guarantees to sign Raekwon. You say, Raekwon, here's $12 million in guarantees over the next 3 years with a $20 million deal. And you know what? You've now signed both those guys for around 14 to 15 million a year.
Yep. And that's the
both
thing.
Younger.
That's our problem as fans. Like we're too busy trying to project what these players are worth because we love them so much, but a lot of us don't think like Chris Grier because people when they're running a business like that, they're always thinking, what's the best, product
value
that I can get for the lowest price. That's what they always think.
And my thing is,
think like that. And that's
still been on this mindset.
Christian Wilkins situation.
I've been on this mindset, and I think just not only because we're Dolphin fans, I think a lot of people in the NFL probably see it sometimes, and especially what he did last year when they see those numbers, staggering numbers. He was 5th in tackles and he was 5th in production and only had 75% of the snap count. You see Seiler emerging. He has the eye of a lot of people. I mean, he look, one thing I like about Seiler, he makes a lot of big plays.
This is what I know. This is what I know, Batman. This is, what I know.
Let me say this though. This is my thing. if you think this is the issue that I have with Zyler, this is my problem. He's been probably the most underpaid player in the NFL in the last 2 years.
I agree.
There's no argument with that. And
wasn't he like a 7th round pick or something? Like a 5th round, 6th round?
He was whether he was a draft. We got him off of waivers. We got him off of waivers. He's coming off a contract. He's making $4 million, 2 year, $4.5 million. I think it was right. That's what I said. I read. So he's underpaid.
Undrafted player from the Ravens practice squad. That's
my
crazy,
thing is
bro.
Zyler. Yes, $9 million is a big jump for him. That's I'm making an extra $7.5 million a year. Hell yeah, it's a big jump, and he could take that. He could take that. But what if he has, who does he have in his ear? Let's not forget who he has as his agent. Let's not forget that one too.
Right.
You can get probably more money outside in the market. You can get 12 probably from somebody. You can get 13.
Well, I would say this, Batman. The whole league is watching this situation, and they're hoping we sign Christian Wilkins because they're all wanting to get on that Zach Sieler bid because the bang for your buck is Zach Sieler.
Let me ask this question. How does that transition? How does the transition tag happen? Like if we don't extend, obviously, if he's commanding high money and we can't afford both, we do get Wilkins. Let's go with this hypothetical because I'm very good with numbers when it comes to contracts. You sign Wilkins. Let's say you sign Wilkins at 18, right? 17.
You ain't signing Sieler.
You're not gonna sign Zach. So next year you tag him. You put a transition tag. You could put a first round tenure on him on Zyler. So somebody wants him. You gotta give up a first rounder. Or it has to be second or third or less. Can it be a first?
No, can't be a first.
So it has to be second is the highest you can ask.
I think the highest you could do is 2 second-round picks.
Okay.
No,
and a transition tag would cost $17 million to pay him on that transition deal. So you might as well give him the damn money. You might as well give him the money and keep him. You can't afford it. If you pay Wilkins what he wants, you're not going to
win, right?
No matter what,
21, and when Chris Jones signs 25 to 30 mil, it's gonna jump to 24, 25.
You know what I do know?
Give me Zach
Sieler.
It
would make more sense to pay Zach Sieler 10 mil a year and then franchise tag or transition tag Christian Wilkins next year. I would say even franchise tag him if it's just a 1 year window you want to keep him.
Exactly. But that franchise tag, I keep telling people it's going to be 24, 25. When Chris Jones signs his contract, it's over.
It'll probably be about 22 and a half. That's what I think it's going to
it's not because you have what's his name in the Rams? He's making 32 mil a year. This man's commanding 28-30. So that's your top two contracts. And your third contract is 24. So the money is going to be between 24 and 30. That's going to be the average for defensive tackle once Chris Jones signs.
Then deuces, homie. I ain't paying nobody that money.
Yeah, you can franchise him at 24, bro.
Deuces, homie. Later.
If it was 18, 16, I can see it. But 24.
Okay, I like the situation you put forth with Zach Sieler and then giving a little bit of guaranteed money to Raekwon Davis. That'll give you a nice.
If he's worth to keep it, to me, the Dolphins fixed this whole situation by drafting a defensive tackle in the first round next year and signing Zach Sieler and Raekwon, and then you probably still got if you were going to budget yourself for just what Christian Wilkins is going to command, you'll still have a couple mil left over to go sign a free agent rotation guy while you're working in your first round pick. And you're golden. Yeah. That's what you want, man. I'm telling you, that's the play, everybody. Christian Wilkins makes it extremely hard to balance your budget on your defense when you're going to pay him that kind of money. And I'm not saying he don't deserve that money and he ain't going to get that money. I'm just saying I can't give it to you here.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. That is a fact. I'm with you. I'm with Cap 1,000%. I have never heard of those numbers, but that way, that 3 years, 27 million, 9 million a year, Garrett, bro, I'm signing up for that every day and twice on Sunday.
Cap, you might be right. We need Chiefs to pay Jones first. Wilkins is waiting it out for sure. He wants to see what Jones gets. I think Jones. Look, I don't know. I know Kansas City doesn't have the money. They don't have the money.
He ain't, dude. Jones had more sacks last year than he's had his whole fucking career.
I know, but they don't have the money to give him.
That's my problem.
Structure it. Unless they structure it and make it a guaranteed money, and
damn it, now I'm getting pissed. I'm getting pissed off now. This is my problem. We keep putting this man. We keep putting this man in fucking conversation with guys like Chris Jones. That man is a game wrecker. He has 15 and a half sacks. Are you kidding me? The guy's got like almost 100 sacks in his career.
But
listen,
but here's
Turn
the
up,
thing,
Cap.
numbers.
Cap. That's I think that's where I'm at. You guys keep putting him in
I'll be right back. Give me a second, guys.
the same conversation with Chris Jones as if he's gonna get that kind of money. I don't think
Talk about it.
that he's gonna get that type of money, which is why I think 15, 16 with some incentives is where
But
it's
here's
gonna
the
be at.
problem.
Because
Vita Vey is in numbers comparable with more sacks, about 18.
that's what I'm saying. With more sacks.
But I hate to say it like this, but it's a saying I use. Now I ain't gonna say it because it's not good. But price of shit go up, okay? And every year price of shit go up, and that's just the facts. And look, all these DTs went ahead and signed with their teams. What defensive tackles
but they
are gonna
all
be
got
potential free?
17
But hold on,
and 18.
who's the free agent defensive tackle on the market with Christian Wilkins next year? There's nobody. He'd be the only one commanding all the money. He would get $24 million a year guaranteed from any other team.
That's a fact.
There's no way. I do not believe they're gonna make Christian Wilkins one of the highest paid defensive tackles. That's malpractice if a team does it.
That won't be the highest paid. That'll be tied for third.
Right, I'm saying. I don't. That's what I'm saying. Providing that his sack numbers don't go up, I do not think a team will make him the third highest D tackle. That's malpractice.
Well, I see teams do it all the time.
All I know,
I don't think the Dolphins will. I don't think the Dolphins will.
When you become an adult, you try to learn something every day, and I've learned something here today. I've seen Doc now get cooked on Twitter Spaces, on the Fins Tailgate, and now on the Phinsaholics show.
Wait, I'm agreeing with them. How am I getting cooked when I'm agreeing with them?
Nah, Doc. We got the yellow tape.
Is that the hat trick?
Hey, Doc, I'm sorry, but Cap just put out the white chalk and the yellow tape, goddammit. It was a murder tonight.
Cap, am I not agreeing with you?
You're agreeing with me that we shouldn't pay him more than $16 million. I can get on that.
Damn.
Yes,
but
that's what I'm saying. And I don't think that anybody,
he would get.
Where we disagree, you think somebody will give him $23 million, and I don't think anybody will give him that.
Well, I would say this: he'd be the only free agent, top tier defensive tackle on the market. He would get $24 million in a heartbeat. Heartbeat. He'd probably sign like a $98 million deal worth fucking $68 million guaranteed. That's exactly the type of deal he'd get.
Damn Dolphins. I'll be glad for him.
He ain't signing it with the Dolphins. I promise you that, Reg. That he ain't getting that money with us.
No, the Dolphins ain't giving him that.
Here's what his agent knows.
Bill Belichick's
his agent knows that $100 million contract is round the yonder because there's teams that want it. I promise you that. And if playing the business game when we're all talking Mr. Team guy, he's such a good teamy McTeamenstein. Nah, he's wanting to get that bread, and he's the most frugal guy I've ever seen as an NFL athlete. We all know this.
Well, you can be a team guy and still go get your bread. Shit.
Nope.
There's no
You
way.
a team guy, you taking less. And I'm sorry.
No, but you're not taking $8
know
million
Dolphins
less.
fans been yeah, well, you ain't gonna say no to $8 million less because you a nice guy too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying he can be a team guy, but based on your scenario, he's getting $8 to $9 million more. I don't give a damn what shit. My mama got the damn hold on. I might denounce her for $8-9 million more. Shit, I know
you're talking not just $8 to $9 million more. You're talking $30 to $38 million more. That's the money you ain't. He'd be a great team guy somewhere else. He'd be the great team guy where he is now. That's what time it is.
Right, for sure.
And I ain't gonna begrudge him, man. Good for him.
Hey, Batman, I'm sorry. I mean, I know you're used to it, seeing it on Twitter, but I'm sorry we had to murder Doc tonight and put him to sleep on your channel. I'm sorry about that, Batman.
Hey, Hey, when you take off your grass
Damn.
skirt, let me know.
Hold tight,
You
buddy.
cheerleading over there. You
Hey,
cheerleading over there.
Hey, look.
Mhm.
Unbelievable.
All I know is that never mind.
Hey,
You know,
man, look. No,
So
go ahead,
you're
Capo.
telling me
I'm on mute.
that
Damn, my
Christian
bad.
Wilkins is gonna get 24 and Zach is gonna get 15?
I'm telling you, Christian Wilkins as a free agent on the market, and everybody know it. Everybody know it. That's why all these teams sign their defensive tackles. A D tackle that's got top numbers on the free agent market. That position has been inflated. He would sign in 2024 a 2000. What was it? 2013 Ndamukong Suh type of deal.
100 mil?
It'd be around $100 million in total monies with about 68 million guaranteed.
I had it at 88.66 guaranteed with him here. That's what I had him at. 88.
Well,
exactly.
Well,
Exactly, Batman.
And I think Cap made a very good point that people are kind of glossing over. How many D tackles got signed this season, right? If Christian Wilkins looks for the bag next year in the open market, bro, he's not competing against nobody but himself.
Houston
He's
team
the
could be like, hey, we're rebuilding our
He's the
team.
only guy there. Exactly.
You know, it'd be his number one competitor. You know who his number one competitor is? Zach Seiler.
Yeah, exactly.
Zach Seiler, his number one motherfucking competitor right now, dog.
Yeah, but
we
the
need to
thing is
sign
this,
Zach
though.
Seiler to
The
save
thing
ourselves
is-
about $60 million.
Wait, is Wilkins' agent Rosenhaus as well?
Oh man, I'm
No,
tired of
I
these
don't-
Rosenhaus deals.
I don't know.
If it's Rosenhaus, I don't want them.
Because
Rosenhaus
they
been
both have.
taking us to the
I know
cleaners.
Zeiler has Rosenhaus. So if they both have,
Damn it,
if
we
they
might
both,
not
I
be able to
think they
afford
do
Seiler.
actually. I think about it right now. Wait, because Zeiler's not going to be stupid. I mean, listen, Dolphins are not going to pay.
If they got the
and I'm gonna
same
take
agent.
9.
Well, call. I'm gonna call Rosenhaus and say, listen, I got $18 million a year in guarantees for Christian Wilkins and Zach Seiler. You figure out how they want to divide it up. I'll keep them both. Wait a minute, that's damn near what they getting now. They ain't gonna be happy about that.
So which one gets the bag?
Christian Wilkins gonna get the bag. He's gonna get the bag from like the fucking. I'm telling you right now.
If anybody in
it's gonna
chat
be like
knows
the
it, put it in
It's gonna
chat.
be the Raiders.
Who his agent is?
It's gonna be the Raiders. It's gonna be the Raiders because they got to keep up in that division. They got to slow down the offenses, and the Raiders is the team that needs a guy like that on their team. They're gonna be him next year. It's either them or maybe
Hell,
the
you don't think the Chargers or
Texans.
somebody need them
Nah,
to keep up?
Chargers are stupid, bro. They don't.
Oh
They're
shit!
dumb.
It is Drew Rosenhaus. They both got Drew Rosenhaus.
All right, well,
they'll
you
pay
know
him.
what? Look like they both walking in because I ain't getting cleaned out by Drew Rosenhaus no more. I'm tired of it.
No, I don't. Again, that scenario of 3 years, $27 million for Seiler. I don't think Drew Rosenhaus tells Seiler to walk from that deal neither. I really don't.
But he could say, "Hey, Wilkins is walking. Wilkins is walking. You could get a little bit more than that."
Well, Wilkins is walking, but again, to Cap's point, and I think me and Cap have talked about this on the Fence Tailgate as well. I do believe, like Batman is right. It would be a Houston Texan team, a team that has a young quarterback up and coming, trying to develop a culture, right, for the team.
Yep.
Who else do you want to do that besides Christian Wilkins? And you got the Texans. You look at the Panthers,
Yep.
Carolina Panthers, a team that just drafted it. Indianapolis, right? Those kind of teams, they're the ones next year that would give Christian Wilkins the $20+ million. Those are the teams, right? But Miami now, that is in a different scenario than those teams. They're already established. Again, I feel bad for Christian Wilkins because he has to be the sacrificial
Don't feel
lamb.
bad. He's getting ready to make a whole bunch of money. He don't feel bad.
Well, again, I get the narrative of he was here from the tear down. He had to spend all the years down here kind of rebuilding, and now, we would let him walk when it's championship time, right? And so I get it from that perspective. I would feel bad for Christian Wilkins. But I do believe, to Cap's point, again, nobody else on the market next year, a young up-and-coming team, again, trying to develop a culture, yeah, one of those teams would give Christian Wilkins $20+ million. That's just a fact. So I listen. I love Christian Wilkins. I love the player, but when Irving came up, like Batman was saying, "Oh, this is going to get Lewis mad." No, that's making my case. Those stats, every metric you put up, Zach Seiler is right behind Christian Wilkins. So the drop off that everybody thinks that, oh, if we lost Christian Wilkins, what would we do in the middle? What are you talking about? We got Zach Seiler. That production is there, bro. Like it's there.
I wasn't saying I wasn't trying to make anyone mad. I was just trying to make,
stop making everybody mad, Irvin.
Zach Seiler.
No, Irvin. I didn't say you made everybody mad, but that's what. Lewis is going to get mad. No, basically, that's making my point. It's that
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I get it, Irvin. The drop off is not that drastic. You see what I'm saying?
You do agree that there is a drop off, though.
Okay,
maybe
but it's
because I got to see Zach Seiler making 100% of them stats. How about that?
Yeah, see, Doc. For me, it's just a minimal drop off. Right. See, and again, I think the drop off comes. This is where I kind of agree with Batman. It's from the team perspective, right? I think the voice, I think the leadership that Christian Will can bring. There, you do have to put some kind of stock and some kind of value in that. I get it, right?
I already got a loud rah guy. His name is Jalen Ramsey.
Exactly, Cap. But from on the field, I don't think the production is going to be, you're going to feel, again, on the field, I think Zach Seiler gives you everything you need and more.
Oh, right,
I think just Christian Wilkins.
So it's different agents, by the way. It is different agents.
Christian Wilkins is just a name. He's a guy that everybody loved. He's more of established. He was a first-round pick. Zach Seiler, I believe, was a 7th. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's the gravity. But from the production standpoint on the field, bro, Zach Seiler is a monster.
So I read it was sports agent Drew Rosenhaus, who represents multiple Dolphins, thinks a big paydays ahead for Dolphins defensive lineman Wilkins. Says it does say Rosenhaus doesn't represent Wilkins, but he seems confident that the 27-year-old will make at least $20 million per year on his next deal.
All right.
Drew Rosenhaus gassed him up, so the Dolphins let him go and sign his client. Smart businessman.
But I'm saying, like, with Zach Seiler, I mean, bro, even going back to 2020, like, he was tied with Aaron Donald in second in the NFL in tackles for loss. He had 14 in 2020, right? Consistent and productive. You see him on tape, you see the energy, you see the motor, you see the relentlessness.
I think he had 11 last year,
especially on the pass rush. Bro, the guy is just as impactful as Christian Wilkins on this team, right? Because he's not the personality that Christian Wilkins is, like, him cracking jokes or getting in Josh Allen's head, but he's always there. He's always in the backfield. He has an explosive first step. He penetrates. He gets into the backfield. He tackles the running back for a tackles for loss. He gets he puts pressure on the quarterback. He disrupts the
look at this.
The passer. He knocks down.
I know. Listen, I seen. Listen, I'm getting ready.
Much stock in getting into the quarterback head. We only play.
I'm getting ready to bounce, y'all, but I see little HP in the comments talking about the Jets Super Bowl run. They out their damn mind, these Jets, man.
Yeah, they might go see us at the Super Bowl. That's what they're gonna do.
Listen, first of all,
exactly.
Both Randall Cobb is out, and I'm pretty sure Anthony Lazard just got injured again. So what are they gonna do? Just Garrett Wilson's gonna be the whole friggin' offense? Guess what? I got 2 lockdown corners and a lockdown safety.
I will say this, Capitan. Listen. Somebody said this today. They freed up what 23, 30 mil or whatever it was, something like that. I think it was like 23 mil.
And
somebody threw out something out there. Somebody threw out something out there. Listen. I wouldn't put it past the Jets. Well, you know that Aaron Rodgers gets what he wants. And if he took a substantial pay cut, which I don't think he would do to bring in one of his boys, via trade. Again.
Who? You talking about Adams?
Yeah. I'm talking about Devontae Adams. They could make a push for him.
No.
The money might not work.
Not this year.
But
maybe next year, but not this year.
Rodgers gets what he wants.
Adams already turned his back on him for his best friend Carr. He ain't going nowhere. Raiders that's all they got. They ain't letting him go, at least not right now. Maybe when they have a regime change after the Raiders fall on their face this year, because that's their future. Then maybe Adams can come the following year. That's the push they'll make. Then they'll rework some money. Right now, there's a higher likelihood they'd sign a guy like Cook just for his pass catching abilities than they would trade for Devontae Adams.
Shit, with all that money they got, they could get Reisner, Cook. They got another.
But there's nobody left.
They want.
You know what? Nobody wants to go there. Nobody wants to go there.
Oh no, that's true. That's
another
another thing. Yeah, it's the Jets. At the end of the day, it is the
Nobody
Jets.
wants to go there. No one wants to deal with that. D-Hop could have gone there. They got the money for D-Hop.
He said no.
He said no. He said, I don't want to be here. It sucks. All right, I'm out of here, fools. I'll see you guys later.
Cap.
Take it easy, everybody.
All right.
Hey, listen, everybody. I appreciate everybody, man. 37 in the room. I know we got as high as like 58. Hit the like button, man. Again, we got the Ricky Williams jersey. We're giving a giveaway at 821 subs left. I mean, I haven't checked. I'm sure I got a couple while we were doing the show. I appreciate. I took a break. Again, much needed break. I needed this today. Y'all made it. Y'all made it fun for me. This is for the 800 subscriber mark for the Ricky Williams autograph Beckett jersey. Listen, man, I haven't laughed this hard in like 4 months. We needed that. We needed.
What was it, Batman?
It was you, Crypto.
Laughing?
Crypto. With your takes today, man. You killed it, man. You
turn up, Crypto. Turn up.
and
what was making you laugh, Batman?
Everything you were saying, you were just bringing out Trent Green out of nowhere. Came out of nowhere at one point.
I was just responding. Alex said Trent Green. I didn't bring him up.
Batman, I gotta make this comment, Batman. Any of y'all ever seen the movie called Airplane?
Yeah, of course. It's hilarious.
And the airplane was going down every now and then. Leslie Nielsen would stick his head in the door and say, "Everything's okay," and it's chaos on the plane. That's what Lewis was doing all the time.
Bro, Lewis was just egging him on. Nah, but listen, don't forget the picture, man. Up ahead, man. This was at La Carreta down here at Bird Road. McDaniel, Tua, and Cook. They were eating, man, having a great time a couple weeks back. Listen, I don't forget, man. I got this picture before TMZ got it. So. But much love to everybody, man. Fins up. I know there was a lot of gaslighting. There was a lot of gaslighting here today, a lot. But hey, it wouldn't be a good show if we didn't have no gaslighting here. But much love to everybody. I appreciate Crazy Dolphin, Mountie, Spider-Man, Dr. Reggie, Lewis, Crypto, everybody that jumped on, Capitan. Listen, the only one that I wanted today too, and he didn't come, was the homie Pete. And I'm like, I'm just pissed off at the homie Pete.
Yeah, man, what's up? What happened, Batman?
The homie Pete, we wanted you up here on the panel today so you could talk some nonsense, and you never came through, Pete. But it's all right.
You banned Pete from the space, Batman.
I didn't ban Pete.
You scared Pete away, Batman.
I didn't ban Pete. No, but much love for real, everybody. Fins up, man. Hey, Dolphins practice tomorrow. Or we're practicing on Friday. I think they're taking probably tomorrow off, and they'll come back Friday, skip Saturday, then come back Sunday. That's probably what they're gonna do. Top of my head, that's usually what they do, unless they're gonna they practice tomorrow and they take Friday, Saturday, and then they come back Sunday. We'll see. Yeah, but much love to everybody, man. Fins up. Everybody have a blessed evening. God bless y'all. Thank you again for reaching me out, saying the happy birthdays and everything, man. I appreciate y'all. Fins up, and I'll see y'all soon. You might see me this week again. Much love to everybody.
Batman.
Appreciate you, Batman.
Appreciate you, guys.